Let's get this party started!
I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like.
You're watching Poindexter Lounge. You already know. You're watching Poindexter Lounge for the unity.
Why don't you set aside an hour or two? We'll have a few drinks and a cup of coffee. I don't drink.
Hi, you're watching Poindexter Lounge. I'm choking on chicken.
Hey, you're watching Poindexter. That's great. I don't.
You are watching Poindexter Lounge.
That's great. I don't.
You are watching Poindexter. Thanks for the lights, Jay.
Roger, Rose, and Call of Duty. I smell like onions and you're watching Poindexter.
That's great. I don't.
And now I'll make the point better. This joint's clever. In the lounge with Poindexter. So Poindexter Lounge, you know that we can get it in. And now I'm headed up like I'm Led Zeppelin.
Hi, you're watching Poindexter Lounge. Do you like nerd stuff? Yeah? Then you'll love this. You never know what might happen or who might show up at the lounge.
I just want to thank you for being here and being my friend. It's always good to have someone you could count on. And I'm glad you're that for me.
That's great. I don't.
Ladies Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Cannonball!
Poindexter, you're getting all excited.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is great to have you with me in the lounge once again this evening. Hey, it's going to be a fun one. It is a call-in show, and also I'm going to give my thoughts and ideas on the Eternals. Non-spoiler, so don't have to worry about any spoilers here in this show. Yeah, so I will say this. I have already posted the link in for the StreamYard link in the chat. I will say this. Couple rules, and a couple things to think about tonight. First of all, just because you get in the back room does not mean I'll necessarily get to you tonight. Because I can't do a 6-hour stream tonight. Usually I try to get to literally everybody, and I do try to get to everybody. But just know that at some point, like I'm probably going to go a couple hours, and then we'll figure that out or so. Let's see how I feel. Okay, but if I don't get to you tonight, I will definitely you're high on the list for next time. Okay. Also, let's keep it, as clean as we can. Let's keep it to the point. So especially if we have a lot of people, like I reserve the right to keep you on a little bit longer if I want. But if we have a lot of people in the back room, in the backstage area, then I do want to make sure to be able to get to them and kind of get through as many calls as we can tonight. So if you got something to talk about, let's talk about it. You don't have to talk about Eternals. You talk about anything you want to talk about tonight. That's the great part about call-in shows, is that they could be anything that you want to talk about. You listen to me talk about all the stuff that I want to talk about all the time. And but this is a chance for you to talk about what you want to talk about to me. And with the good fine people at the Poindexter Lounge, all the great people. And Andrew, I saw you pop in. I hope you were first. So get back in here and we'll get you in. But hey, talk about anything you want. But hey, if this is your first time in the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my crew can get together and talk about all the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, and so much more. And if those are things that get you excited, if those are things that get you going, if those are things that get you up in the morning and staying up late, then hey, you found the right place, because that's what the Poindexter Lounge is all about. But we are definitely glad to have you here tonight. So please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. And the tube, so to speak, went through apparently another round of trying to clean people out. So please make sure you're still subscribed. We'd greatly appreciate that. I would greatly appreciate that. But yeah, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell, and do all the things, do all the things that we do around here. Now, that being said, oops, I knew I forgot something. I got a new way of doing some stuff, and a new way, some new stuff that I added, and so I totally forgot to do something here. But that's okay. Whoops, what's going on? Oh, what did I do? Did I mess up the whole thing already? I think I messed up my my little system of doing stuff here. Maybe. Which sucks if I did, because man, I worked hard on it too. Oh man, it's late. I just got back from watching Eternals. And what the heck did I do with that? Where did all my stuff go, man? Totally not cool, bro. Totally not cool. I tried to like streamline everything, and I think I screwed myself up in doing it. Hold on, let's see. Oh, maybe it'll be under recents. Can we do recents? Should be under here. Guys, where's all my stuff? Where is all my stuff? That's the question. Where did everything go? I had like a ton of stuff, and I think it deleted it all. No. It deleted a bunch of stuff. My computer deleted a bunch of stuff. No stinking way. Uh-oh. That's not when you want to find out, is like live on the air, that you just deleted a bunch of stuff. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Interesting. Well, I can recreate it though. I can recreate it. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We'll be okay. I think what I did was I went through, because I've been trying to clean up some stuff. Right, I'm off work. Right, I'm not working right now. If you didn't know that, and if you did, now you know. So today I did a 4-hour stream with you guys, putting up some action figures down here in the corner. And thank you guys. Thank you to everyone who hung out with me. My thumbs are absolutely killing me. My thumbs and forefingers are absolutely killing me from trying to put these tacks in. Usually I put these tacks in and I got them up there and they work just fine. But today they did not. I tried to put them through this door. I put a bunch of figures at the bottom of the door, and man, it just, I used thumbtacks and it killed. But I cleaned up a bunch of stuff, man. I tell you what, I don't know if you guys can all see it here, but let me see on the whoops. See, I put a bunch of figures. Whoops, get out of the way here. Yeah, see, I put a bunch of figures up and stuff. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty good. But yeah, my thumbs are absolutely killing me. But thanks to everyone who hung out with me this afternoon. I did this stream. I didn't expect it to be very long at all. It was just supposed to be a nerd encouragement stream, and before I knew it, hey, we'd gone like 4 hours. So hey, guess what? And in that time, I just recreated the Patreon members stream, the supporters stream. So here they are. Here's all of our patrons, our Patreon supporters. Thank you to all of our patrons. You guys are awesome. You guys are wonderful. Thank you guys for all your support. And then, of course, there's the members. Look at the members. Look at them in all their glory. It's just like a guy like that. Oh my God, I think that's cool. Thank you to all of them. You guys are fantastic. Every one of you. And then, of course, everyone who gives super chats. Thanks to you guys. You guys are awesome too. You guys help keep the lights on right now. Appreciate that very, very much from the bottom of my heart, and also my family, and also anyone else give any other way if you're able to. And we just have to help you. There's our PayPal and our Cash App, all those things below. And then, of course, also we have our Teespring store with all kinds of cool new stuff there, all kinds of cool new T-shirts, all these designs. You can get all these designs on a bunch of different stuff. Christmas time is coming up, and holidays, different holidays, and so these make great gifts. And we got a lot of funny ones there from our 2 Cents on Nonsense. By the way, I spoke with Johnny, and we are doing 2 Cents on Nonsense on Sunday. And then here is our brand new lineup of Griffs and Gatekeepers. Yes, it's not a joke. It's actually real. You can get this on a coffee mug or a T-shirt or a thermos or whatever you want to get it on, and it's fun. And so you can find all that at our Teespring, and have some fun with us. All right. That being said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here tonight. I'm going to talk about Eternals in just a second. But before I talk about Eternals, why don't we say hi to a few people? How about that? What's up, Marcus? So, Marcus, I saw your comment, and I'm not going to get into spoilers. I will just say this. Actually, no. I know what you're thinking. Yes, Enosh, so are you now convinced that they can do Galactus because of how Celestials looked in the movie? I'm now convinced that they can nail and make Galactus right. Look, I'm not saying they can't make him look right. They can absolutely make him look right. Saw that. But even my son, Isaac, we were just talking about it before I went on air because I saw your comment. And we were talking about it. And it's problematic because there's nothing that anybody could do with Galactus. You couldn't stop him if he showed up. So they can make it look right, but now you've already done it. That's the other problem, which almost makes me even more convinced that they're not going to do Galactus now, because now it's a small point, but it just is what it is. Sorry if it's not really a spoiler. You'd have to. You're not going to understand what I'm talking about just saying that. I'm just saying they can't do it now. It won't be that wow thing. So, what's up, RJ? Good to see you. What's up, Antonio? Good to see you. Let's see. What's up, Rhea? Good evening, y'all. She says. Todd Fair in the house. Marvel is the gold standard. He says. What's up, Anthony Beltre? Good to see you. Nova Joe is in the house. No, Enosh just fell asleep. No, I didn't. I'm awake. I fell asleep last night, and I was not able to do the stream. It says, will Enosh go live before 2 a.m.? Will he ever get to tell the world what he thinks about Eternals? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z, Enosh versus StreamYard. The battle continues, part 2. Actually, you know what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to upgrade my sound so that I sound better. So I got my soundboard and everything set up, and for some reason I was getting a hiss, and so I had to change it back to the old way real quick. I was hearing a lot of air instead of just that. So I don't know why this is. I don't normally get that, but of course the one time that I try to go live with a new sound setup, I get that. So wasn't doing it earlier. What's up, Spherical Man? Episodes will it take? Did I miss the first part of something? Yes, we saved the city. Yay. Oh, Anthony, let's check out what Anthony says. Anthony says, my guess is Enosh didn't like Eternals. Everyone likes the film or don't. It's people's opinion. Well, you'll have to just wait a minute before I get done with the chat. What's up, Dat Dude Vince? Says I haven't been able to see Eternals yet. That's all right. Let's see. My prediction is Enosh liked it well enough, but still had some issues with it. Middle of the road. You Do Suck says you finally stopped playing with your dolls. What's up? Golden G's Production says, what's up, Enosh? Did you see the new poster for season 8 of The Flash Armageddon crossover? Hope it's good. I do too. I hope it's good as well. I really hope it's good. What's up, Andy R? Good to see you. Abel is in the house. Says I liked Eternals. Andrew Casali is here. I'm going to see it tomorrow. That's all good. Cool. Let's see who else is here. Hunter Iggy is here. Says Poindexter Lounge. What's your thoughts on WWE releases? So I saw that today. I was really surprised they released Nia Jax. I was really surprised they got rid of her. I didn't really see a lot of the other ones. I saw the Nia Jax one. I saw a couple of names that really didn't mean anything to me that I didn't really know. My guess is they're probably going to be bringing up a lot of people from NXT, kind of clearing out the roster, bringing in some new blood. The Nia Jax thing, though, surprises me a little bit. What's up, Jacob McKenzie? Says, hello, Enosh. I give Eternals a 7 out of 10. I love the Speedster girl. She was amazing in the film. The Richard is here. What's up? Good to see you, man. My mouse is not wanting to work. Jeez, I'll tell you what, man. I go away and I come back and everything's not working. RJ probably hates the Eternals. Probably. RJ's that way. No, just kidding. Blake Taylor says, you guys ready? Audiences liked it more than the critics. Plus, it sounds like a certain someone got teased for the future. Not Harry Styles. The Dane Whitman scene. Yes. Which we won't go into any details on, but it's interesting. Let's see. Austin says, what's up, nerd fam? Good to see you, Austin. Angie's here, says, I'm still too chicken to call in anyway. You can still call in. It's just saying hi. It's just saying hi to a friend. That's all it is, Angie. Come on, Angie. Get in here. What's up, Gavin Cooley? Now is the time to call in. If you're thinking about calling in, now's the time, because we don't have a full frazzler. So if you try to get in, you're going to get in. All right. So I'm just telling you. What's up, JP Frazzler? Says it's really hard to go from Kirby's Beautiful World to this, but I didn't hate it. Mary Wilcox in the house says, RJ, it's the lounge. Keeping it 2 hours is impossible. I try. Yeah, it says, we want to keep this to a clean 2 hours. Will it happen, though? Probably not. Probably not. Let's be honest. It's probably not going to happen. But, it's 2:21 in the morning, so, I think it might happen, actually. But that's all right, because we got plenty of other time to get together. I'm doing day streams now. So, look, I'm streaming just 24 hours a day. The Poindexter Lounge coming soon, 24 hours a day streams. Tiffany told me I should just set up a camera while she's gone and just let it stream 24 hours and see who watches. What's up? You do suck in here tonight. Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Chile and Nogada says, I wonder if the appearance of it is not. It is not. It is not. There is a sex scene, though, which I was a little surprised at. That's not really a spoiler. It's just is. It just is. I was kind of surprised. That one kind of threw me off, especially for a Marvel movie. Let's see who else is here. Anybody? And then I'll go forward. There is not. Anthony, it will be signed by Ray Porter as soon as I get it to him. Enosh, my audio quality dipped. My audio quality is terrible right now, it says. Hold on a second. Like, it dipped during the show? Hold on a second. Really? Okay, let me try something. That's weird. Guys in the back, can you tell me? I guess I could. Oh, audio quality is good now. Okay. That's what I'm wondering. So now you're fine. It happened when you did the Patreon member stuff. Really? That's weird. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, as long as we're good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fiddle with this thing because, like I said, I had to switch it back at the last minute because I had it all set up, ready to go with the new way, and it sounded great. Like nice and bassy and everything, and yeah, okay. So that's how far I'm behind. What's up, Goober? Goober is here. Audio messed up. Well, I'm glad that got taken care of. What's up, Cherie? Good to see you. Talk to Cherie tonight. Let's see. Sorry, guys. This is just going to be a chill stream tonight. Just kind of laid back. No frills, no nothing. What's up, Protoss X? Is the Eternals greater than Dune, Enosh? I'll tell you in just a minute. Tony is here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. You're welcome to join in. Big Dub Reactions is here. What's up, Big Dub Reactions? It's a call-in show. What's up, Caden? Good to see you, man. Arkham Gaming is here. Here's everybody. It says, hi, Enosh. How did you like the movie? I'm thinking of seeing it. It's worth tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to talk about it, and then we'll get into some calls. I love everybody's predictions on whether or not I liked it. Prediction: Enosh likes Eternals, not love, but had some issues with it. What's up, Bennett? Says, hi, Enosh. I saw Eternals last night, and at a sneak peek, it was all right. I liked how it doesn't focus on jokes and has some decent sci-fi concepts and dilemmas. RJ says, nah, Enosh, they got rid of a lot of people from NXT. Actually, yeah, a large mix of both NXT and WWE releases due to budget cuts, according to Vince. And yeah, the budget cuts, right? Like, no duh. Right? I mean, yeah, they got budget cuts coming. I don't know, man. Yeah, a lot of the names I didn't know. I figured there's probably some NXT stuff. But I know a lot of people are saying they're going to probably call up some people from NXT. What's up, Efren? Good to see you. Enosh, your predictions on He-Man Season 2, Masters of the Universe, Revelation Season 2. I predict good stuff. All the stuff that I've said is going to happen. I can already tell by the by the trailer. It's pretty much already shown you what's going to happen. And I'm excited about that. What's up, Todd, with a $5 super chat? Todd, once again, buddy, you have nailed it, man. You hit our you're the first super chat of the night. So let's see, what can I give you for once again being this first super chat of the night? Let's see. You know what I got dinged on for a copyright claim on is the stupid drop that I played of The Rock going off on John Cena about the garden gnome thing. I literally had that get claimed on me the other day. I'm like, really? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna give you this, Todd. I'm gonna give you one of these, buddy, because I appreciate your $5 super chat. I appreciate it with all my heart. And you say, hi, Enosh, my fellow Marvel super fan. You keep it real, Todd. So I'm gonna give you this, bud.
It's still real to me, damn it.
All right. Hey, I see you guys back there in the back. Thank you. You guys, just everybody stay put. You're all in. I can see y'all. So for sure. I'll give you a list of who's going first in just a second. Let's see. What's up, Kenyatta Lee? What's going on? Says, thanks, brother. Show up. No, Tony, I was talking about in here, buddy. I mean, like on the show. Tony. Oh, dang, okay. Jumped around. DC Talk with Extended is here. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good night. Let's see. Anybody else that I missed? Kinky Sphincter's here. Says, hey, Enosh, hope movie was good. Seeing it Monday. Spoilers don't bother me. Spoilers don't bother me. All right, Blake. You know you're always welcome. But I won't spoil the movie tonight. I just want to give you my thoughts. Dark X Black says hi. Dark X Blast says hi. Okay, and I think I got everybody. All right. So everybody in the back, just hold fast. I'm going to give my thoughts first on Eternals, and then we'll go from there. First of all, do you like the fact that I went to go see Eternals with my BVS hat, my new BVS hat? I thought that it was fitting. I mean, the hat fits too, but I dig this hat. I love this hat. Okay, so one thing I do have to talk about first, Anthony Strader brings this up. And so I was actually going to do this as a top. When I first saw this, I was like, dude, yes, he finally broke through and talked about it, right? So I need to talk about that. Who was he? What was he? Didn't reveal a thing. He didn't reveal a thing. Matt Smith didn't look. For those of you who don't know, Matt Smith was rumored to be in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, and everybody assumed that he was going to be a young Palpatine or a Palpatine clone, or something like that. And then it turns out he wasn't in the movie at all. And people said that they were lying, that they never said he was going to be in the movie. They didn't really say he was going to be in the movie, but there was like all this controversy about whether or not he was going to be in the movie, and was he in the movie, but they cut him, did they change the script? All the crazy people, who are into that kind of thing, said that Disney changed it at the last minute to get him out of there. Oops. And look, I don't know about all that. All I know is this. I saw the headline, Matt Smith was supposed to be playing a young Palpatine, but that's not what he said. That's not what he said. I read 4 or 5 different articles about it today. He finally spoke up about it. He talked about it, Anthony. But he didn't say what he was supposed to be playing. He said he couldn't tell anybody. But he was supposed to be in it, apparently. But he didn't film anything. He didn't get that far, so he never filmed anything. They never got that far. The person doing the interview asked him if he was supposed to be Palpatine's son, because the way that he kind of talked about it made it sound like he was going to be Palpatine's son. And that's not what happened. And then he said, who knows? He said, maybe one day we'll get to know. So I don't know. The feed cut out. Am I still on? Monkey Jiva said the feed cut out. I'm still showing that I'm live. I don't know. I'm now I'm like worried about everything because I connected everything back. So okay, good. Thank you, Cherie. Appreciate that. Thank you. Cherie's in the back, by the way. We get to talk to Cherie tonight. I'm excited. I'm happy. Okay, thank you guys. Because I don't know what's going on. Anyways, so I wish that he had been a little more forthcoming with what his character was or who he was. I mean, obviously he probably can't. But yeah, I read the Matt Smith interview today, and like I said, in about 4 or 5 different places, and did not get a feel for who he was or what he was doing or any of that stuff. Anthony. So Anthony brings it up here. There was a rumor, but that rumor was like literally before Rise of Skywalker came out. That rumor's been around for like 2 years now. That Matt Smith was going to be playing the young Palpatine. So I don't know. Maybe not. It was something I was actually excited about. That's why I wanted to answer it, Anthony, because I was actually excited about that today, and wanted to jump on that if it was, but turns out he wasn't. So what are you gonna do? H Bart's here with a $10 super chat. H Bart's rocking it. Hope you're getting your taste back, or at least you're feeling better. H Bart's, love you, man. With $10 super chat, thank you, bro. Bam, pound it. You know what? In fact, and because of that, because I did just that, I'm gonna give you this because you're super cool, H Bart's. Where is it? Yep, we're gonna give you one of these.
Pound it.
Heck yeah. And you know what? Just for fun, I'm gonna give you one of your Kermits too. Let's see, which Kermit should I give you? I'm gonna give you this.
Nice job. Wow. Nice job. Very nice. Very nice.
H Bart says Eternals was really good. It was nice that it felt disconnected from the rest of everything. I give it 9 out of 10. Best Marvel film in a while, even beating Shang-Chi for me. Good. I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm glad you liked it, bro. Enosh, you want to give me $10 I would, but I don't have a job right now. So actually everything that comes in pickle really helps. So my wife is very, very thankful for each super chat we get, or for each person who donates to the channel in whatever way. So, I mean, we usually are anyways, but it's been even more so this last month. So, so appreciate that. Funny. All right. So here's my thoughts on Eternals. I went in, you all know, I've talked about this for like the last couple months. I went into this really not caring. Okay. I really didn't even, hold on a second. StreamYard didn't play the audio clip. Did StreamYard not play the audio for that last clip? Really? It didn't play the audio for that last clip I just played? What is going on tonight? I have no idea what's going on. Something. Okay, Caden says he heard it. I heard it. It never plays for you? That's weird, Shuri. I don't know why. Wow. You mean in the back? When you're in the back? It's probably because you're in the, well, I don't know. No, you should hear it. I don't know. It may be something to do with your setup. First of all, hey. You know what? You're right. Abdul here is in here, and I do have this. I do need to talk about this, and I've got it up already, Abdul, because I just forgot to bring it up tonight. If you are anywhere near the Detroit area, y'all need to join us on November 21st. Thank you, Abdul, for checking in, man, because like I'm just running down doing this other stuff. I've had like technical issues and everything, so I totally forgot this, but I had the thing up to show it. So don't forget, guys, if you're in the Detroit area on November 21st, to join us for Zack Snyder's Justice League in the theater. This is going to be awesome. Abdul here is putting this on. Abdul put on BVS when we went to go see BVS in theater a few months ago, and that was absolute fire. It was so awesome to be there with a bunch of friends and people, man, and just hang out and watch that movie together. And it just, look at there, BVS, man, every time, dude. I love that movie. I love that film so much. Just got the hat. Hat only cost me $5 too. It was so good. But yeah, Zack Snyder's Justice League, November 21st in Detroit. You can get your tickets now. I'm going to put this in the chat right now. So there is the link for tickets. Tickets are $30. But hey, you get to see Zack Snyder's Justice League on the big screen, and all the proceeds go to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And that's pretty awesome. And so thank you, Abdul, for putting this on. Thank you for having this. It's going to be just freaking awesome. And so Tiffany and I are glad to be going. Very limited tickets. Seating is first come, first serve. So make sure that you get there. It's going to be the first time it's ever presented on the big screen in Michigan to celebrate the 4-year anniversary of the film's originally intended release date, as well as the success of the worldwide fan campaign that helped to secure its eventual release. You guys are awesome. So thank you, Abdul, for doing this, man. Thank you for being a positive light in the community, bro. And yes, I will see you in a couple of weeks at this event. It's going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait. I cannot wait. All right. Okay, now I can move on. Everybody else heard it, Cherie. Clean out your ears. No, I'm just teasing you. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah. If you're on your phone, that's why. Yeah, you never hear the drops on the phone. You'll never hear the drops on the phone. Yeah, from the backstage. Yep, that's it. Makes sense now. Okay, now I know what you're doing. All right. Exactly. Justice League does not exist in this dojo. Okay, so I told you all I had no preconceived notions about what Eternals should be. I didn't know what Eternals was. I have not read Eternals. It's not like my thing. Not really aware of the characters. went into this completely, just the stuff that Williams come on the channel and talked about, where he has said, it's the most important thing going forward. Okay, cool. But that's kind of where we were with it. That's kind of where I was with it, to be honest with you. And so I had really, at first I had no desire to see this. I did not plan on seeing it opening night, except for my kids were all going and Tiffany's gone. And it was like, I could have stayed here and actually worked on the sound. So it worked by the time I streamed when I got home at, 1 a.m. But instead I decided, I'm going to go see Eternals with the boys. And so we went to see Eternals. And I thought it was the beginning. I thought, okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. The beginning, this isn't a spoiler, but it starts off with a prologue, right? Basically a bunch of text that goes up the screen to kind of tell you like what's going on. And I kind of jokingly said to my son Landon, I said, well, that's not a good sign, is it? Where they have to explain like what the heck's going on before they even get started, because it's some deep stuff, man. Like there's some like beginning of the universe, end of the universe stuff going on in this film. And yeah, I like I said, I just kind of jokingly said that to him. I said, that's probably not a good scene, to which he quipped back to me and he goes, well, Star Wars does it. And I said, now wait a second, you hush your mouth. That's not true. Star Wars doesn't just try to explain everything to you going in. Star Wars just is setting up where you're joining it. Right? It just says, hey, this is what's been going on. This is what happened since the last time you were here. And this is what happened now. Star Wars. There it is. Go enjoy it. So I was being kind of facetious. I wasn't being serious. I was just, it was good. And I was actually glad that they explained that, because I would have had no idea what was going on then. One of the first things though so I'm going to give you my negative critiques first. It's not a spoiler, Big Dub. It's just a thing that happens. Yes, it sets you up, and I like that. I did like that. I actually liked it. Here's the thing, though. There's some CGI in this that I felt like there was like way too much CGI. It felt like they were just like that. Sometimes it felt like there was like no real thing in the movie, like that the whole movie was a cartoon for a while. Eventually I feel like the CGI got better as the movie went along, but a lot of CGI, really heavy CGI. And I get it. I understand why. I mean, with the content that it is, I get it. It's fine. Honestly though, after that, don't spoil the CGI. You do suck. But beyond that, there's only one other thing that really bugged me, and we've already talked about it a little bit. But beyond that, there wasn't a lot that I didn't like. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought the story was great. I absolutely loved the fact that it wasn't a joke a minute. It was like they kept the Marvel writers away from it, which made me very, very happy. I mean, there were still a couple of, humorous things in there, but for the most part, it was a very serious movie. I understand now why the critics don't like it, because the critics are a bunch of boneheads who wouldn't be able to appreciate just a straight movie to save their lives. And that's what this is. It's a very straight up film. It's got great characters in it that I've never met before. I did feel like, okay, I will say this will be like one legitimate criticism. And I don't know much about the characters. I'm trying to look up the characters, but you guys can maybe tell me, those of you who are versed in this, because I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just curious as to what the originals are. In the comic, are they as diverse as they are in the movie? That's my only question. The diversity in it, which is great. I'm glad for the diversity. But I'm curious. Monkey Jeebus says not really. In the comic, they're all alien, I think. Cherie says. Angie says not really. Mary says, oh, hold on. Are you talking? Oh, you said the critics just want explosions, fire jokes. Yep, that's right. Let's see. This is jumping all over the place. RJ says there's some changes from the comics. Yeah. Ajax is not a woman, for example. It's a man. Okay. Critics that didn't get it that it was like that it was MCU like. Kingo hangs out with Japanese people. I believe Kingo was Asian. Okay. They're very much different in the comics, says Andy. Okay. All right. Because here was my only point was I felt like at the beginning of the movie, like it was something that, I mean, like by the time I got into it, like it was fine for me and it made sense to me. The diversity made sense once I got into it, because I think that it was great showing them being able to adapt into culture over time. Right. And I think that was good. And I felt like watching it, I felt like they all came like representative of like the different. Well, I'll say this. That's kind of weird too, because I was going to say maybe representative of all the different cultures. But the only problem with that thinking is the fact that when they come here, those cultures aren't prevalent. So yeah. Dark Side, you basically just kind of read my mind. Did they adapt to the culture or did they influence it going forward? So that's a great question. That's a really good question. One, when we do a spoiler review, and hopefully we have like all of our friends in here and stuff, and we do a spoiler review of it, that's a good question to actually go back to. Yeah, protest. That super diverse. Now, yeah, the sexuality part. So there is a sex scene in it. It's not a gay sex scene. As somebody, I don't know if they were being facetious earlier, but it's not that. But there is a gay couple in the film, and that was fine. That was all handled, I thought just fine, because it wasn't the focus of it. I mean, you knew that they were a gay couple, but it wasn't. It didn't take over the film, But yeah, that was all fine. I loved the characters. Okay, so man, if I had to pick one character that I liked, like my favorite character, it would probably be the main girl, the Asian girl. I'm trying to think of all their names, like I said, I'm still trying to remember all of the because I didn't know anything about Eternals. So the Asian character, and I know I'm going to know it as soon as you guys say it. Yeah, Cersei. Cersei was my favorite character in the whole thing. I loved Cersei. I thought she was great. I love the way she handled herself. I love the way she handled others. Did I like the speedster girl? Not really. I didn't feel like they gave her a lot to do. Really? I like the one scene with her when she's talking to some people, when she's talking to some people about some stuff, she wasn't my favorite, if I'm being honest. She wasn't my favorite by a long shot. Okay, so here's something. I actually liked the two people that I don't usually like in films. I actually liked Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek in this movie. I actually liked them in this film. So there you go. Yeah, I really liked them in this film. I thought that their characters were great. I liked them because they weren't trying to be overly in charge of the whole thing. Because I just get that sense with Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek. It's like everything that they're in, the focus has to be on them. So I was concerned that going into this movie, they almost like they were going to be fighting for supremacy of everything. And I didn't get that at all. I like Salma Hayek's arc. I liked how the movie moves in between times and stuff. And I thought that was done really, really well. And I enjoyed that because it told backstory and we got the current state of stuff. And Angelina Jolie, what her character experiences, yes, and Athena and Gilgamesh. Wow. Really great. That was really great. I really, really, really liked that. So I liked most of I even liked Sprite, to be honest with you. I mean, for the character that was. And I love the fact that at the end what happens with Circe and Sprite. I thought, man, that was really good. You know who I didn't like besides the speedster girl, and I can't remember her name right now. I didn't like Icarus. I really didn't like Icarus. Icarus, the Superman dude. Yeah. I did not care for Icarus. I'm just being right honest with you. I didn't think that his character had a lot of depth to him. I know that he did some stuff and you know, there's some interesting twists and turns in the film, but Icarus was probably one of my least favorite characters of all the characters. I really wasn't rooting for Icarus at any time. Circe, right up there. Even Sprite, you know, Athena and Gilgamesh, right there. But man, yeah, Ajax, I'm in there, but not Icarus. Icarus, like I was just not into Icarus. Which brings me to another point of the other thing about the movie that I did not like. I knew going in that they were going to make a Superman reference. I knew that. They also make another reference in the film about another DC character. I get it. They're saying that the DC characters exist in comic books. That's fine. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't care if they're trying to pay homage or whatever. I that's not the way that I got it. That's not the way that I felt about it. I could be wrong, but it's just not the way I felt about it. I don't want I don't like the idea of my favorite heroes, DC heroes, being relegated to being just comic book fictitious things in a Marvel movie. I get it, Marvel. I get it. It's not the 70s and 80s anymore. DC's not on top. I really want to swear right now. Actually, as much as I like the movie, I like there's an expletive to drop on this one, but I won't because I don't. But if I did, I'd be dropping it on this one because yes, RJ, it felt insulting to me, and I would click on your thing if this would work. Yeah, it felt insulting. It actually felt insulting. And I didn't think that I was going to feel that way because I saw the commercial and stuff. And I was like, okay, whatever. They named it off Superman. That's whatever. When it actually got into the thing, and it's not that they said something negative, but then they mentioned they mentioned two other DC characters. And I did not like it. I did not like it at all. It felt wrong to me. Just saying. You may experience something totally different and have a totally different feel about it than I did. But I was not happy. Just being honest. I was not happy. Yeah, I just did not like the way that they handled that. So I don't want to see my favorite characters be relegated to being fictitious in the Marvel world. Screw that. I'd rather have nobody. I don't need you to put my favorite characters in your movie. I don't need that. And listen, I was not offended by the Spider-Man movie, years ago, where Aunt May says, to Spider-Man, you can't do everything. You're not Superman. I wasn't offended by that back then. This one kind of just ticked me off a little bit. No, I know. RJ. See, I beat you to it, RJ. Yeah, it felt like they went over the top to just basically say, like I said, this may be just me, but it just, yeah, I didn't like it. I did not like that. And I didn't think I was going to have that kind of reaction to it because, like I said, I already knew that it was coming. I already knew that it was there. So it's not like it took me by surprise. And I'm like, what? They're talking about Superman and this character and that character? Like, and I won't tell you the other two characters because, spoilers, whatever. Yeah, Peter Parker said Shazam, right? But like, I'm just saying, like, there was something about this that just did not rub me the right way. So just saying. But the rest of the film, I love the plot of the film. I like the story. I liked the twists, the turns. I like the surprises. Stuff happens where I was not expecting it. But it was so good. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. I don't believe that this movie deserves the low tomato score that it has. I believe that critics are absolute morons and that we should take their tomatoes score away from them. And I'm not joking about that. Like if Rotten Tomatoes is going to be the way that we judge movies going forward, screw that. I'm sick of it. Sick of anything that's not like literally just a fart joke on a stick. Look, and I like a good fart joke. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you guys have watched the show long enough. You all know I like a good fart joke. I like a funny, just dumb joke every once in a while.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to the barbecue.
But I like a serious film too. And I like my superhero films to sometimes be serious. And I felt that this did a great job of it. And it doesn't have to just be dour and depressing. But this movie isn't. Again, I will say regarding the idea of Galactus, audience score is 86%. That's about right. Yeah, critics are morons in other news, right? I know. But did I like Kingo? And the post credit scenes. Okay, so the post credit scenes are interesting. The first one, good. I already knew about it. Yeah, I already knew about the first post credit scene. Okay, so RJ says, Chloe, talked about how she loves DC and wanted to include a reference to add a feeling of real world mythology and respect. And you can mention Batman. We know about that one too. Okay, so they mentioned Batman and they mentioned Superman and they mentioned Alfred in it. And they use Alfred as, because they're talking about serving somebody. So oh, you mean like Alfred and Batman? And it's like, no, I don't know. Like I said, she may feel that it was innocent. She may feel that way. I did not like it. I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I can't explain to you why. I won't try to. I'm not going to sit here and try to prove why I felt that it felt that way to me. I don't know why it felt that way to me. Like I said, I already knew about the Superman reference going in. And even that, I was just, yeah, like seeing it on the big screen there in the theater. I'm there to see a Marvel movie. And to me, those worlds don't collide. If I go see a Star Trek movie, I don't want to hear Captain Kirk go on about like, you know, Han Solo. You know what I mean? If I go see a Star Wars movie, I don't want to hear somebody talk about Captain Kirk. It makes more sense for Captain Kirk to talk about Han Solo, right? But I don't want to hear them make a joke about the Force in a Star Trek movie. You understand what I'm saying? To me, it's just something I don't need. And I don't want. And I'm glad that she's a DC fan. But you know what? No, that doesn't make it real world mythology. They were talking about enough mythology that the Eternals supposedly influenced over time. I did not need DC to be roped into that as mythology, as just, you know, that. No. Nope. Nope. So the first scene I knew, first post-credit scene, I knew, I'm not going to let it go, DC, because it's just what I feel. I don't feel, look, I didn't take it as that. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I totally understand. But for me, I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to let it go. Because for me, it just didn't feel right. It just didn't feel right to me. So I can't say it did if it didn't. You know, that's my take on it. Let's see. Hold on a second here. H Barts with a $2 super chat. Thank you, H Barts. Says, I like a good fart joke. Enash V 2021 quote. There you go. I like it. Let's see. You're right. You're probably right, Blake. Yeah. One consistent thing I found true is whatever they think, you should probably think the opposite. Yep. So yeah. So the movie though, as a whole, was great. Oh, don't start all that. No, I didn't say all that. I'm not saying I don't like her. I just said I just did not like that part at all. Hot Takes Tuesday, as usual, you're absolutely wrong. Nerd man, I love you, bro. I can't attest for your taste in movies. I can't at all. Because I don't know what movie you saw, man. Look, everybody knows I'm a huge DC fan through and through, and I really like this movie. This movie was a lot of fun. This movie was serious. I can get you right in, Cherie. Give me just 2 minutes. I'm just nearing the end of this, and you're first, so I can pop you right on. So if you give me just 1 second, I'll get you right in. Yeah, Hot Takes Tuesday. No, that movie was not garbage. The movie was not garbage. I cannot go there with you. So sorry. I mean, I'm glad you agree with me on the Alfred and Superman reference. I'm glad you agree with that. But yeah, the movie was not garbage. The movie was fine. The movie itself was fine. Let's see. I know he's called Hot Takes Tuesday for a reason. That's why we love Nerd Man. I know. So anyway, so that's kind of it in a nutshell for a non-spoiler review. Yeah, wear your Zack Snyder's Justice League hat. I wear my BVS hat. So there you go. The second post-credit scene was okay. But unless you know some deep MCU lore, you're going to be scratching your head. Isaac literally came out of it literally just saying like, what was that? And we had to look it up, and RJ sent it right after we looked it up. We knew after we looked it up. Oh, dude, this movie was not worse than Ant-Man and Wasp. Come on, dude. This movie was smart. This movie was good. Dude, come on. No. I have no idea where you're getting that, bro. There's no way. There's no way. If there was Marvel mention, you know what? I don't think I'd like that either, because I don't want them to mixed. I don't need them mixed. Look, I had a story that I was going to do tonight, but I don't want to be on all night long, and I started really late, so I'll probably do it tomorrow. The Rock is out here doing publicity stuff for his new Netflix thing with Gal Gadot and Ryan Reynolds, talking about how he thinks that the three of them can make a crossover happen for the MCU, and like now that's their thing. Miss me with that. We do not need that movie. Anybody who says they want that movie is naive as all get out, because there is no need for an MCU DCEU crossover at this point, or at any point coming up. Sorry. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't want it. You have a girlfriend? Hot Takes Tuesday? That's a hot take in and of itself. I'm just messing with you, man. No, so like I said, I love the film. Critics can shut up as far as Rotten Tomatoes thing, because you know what? They got it wrong. I like it because it wasn't a typical Marvel movie. It was smart. You actually had to have a brain to follow it, which I get it. Some people aren't going to like. I understand it. But, man, I really, really enjoyed the film. I really did. I really enjoyed it. So, out of 10, if I got to rate this, I don't think it's perfect. I do think that there's some things in there that, you know, they're not problematic, but, you know, it's just, at times it's a little slow, and whatnot. So I'm not going to go all crazy and say it's a 10. I'm not going to do that. But I'll give it a strong 7.5 to 8. 7.5 to 8 for sure. Definitely worth seeing. Definitely fresh to me. You know, and so that's my non-spoiler for you. All right. I know I'm probably surprising a few of you guys, because you guys think that I just hate everything Marvel, and I don't. Goldman, yeah, I really liked Eternals too. Like I'm sorry, I just. Yeah, I you know what? In fact, I'll even give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. I know, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hot Takes Tuesday. I know, dude. It's all subjective, right? We all just like what we like, and you know, that's fine. Yeah, exactly, Angie. Somebody better call Dwayne's mom and get him out of that mess. Like, that's. I know. We don't need that. We just don't need all that mess. All right. That being said, so there you go. I give it an 8. I'm curious to see what you guys think. H Bart, you're probably right. Matt will probably hate it now because I liked it. And if we do, we can debate that. Him and I can debate this movie. So hot take with a 3 out of 10. Jeez, oh pizza. All right, well, we're gonna get right to. We don't have many people in here, so I think we might actually get out on time. But I'm gonna bring in my good friend first. I love her, and I don't want her to fall asleep there on the couch. What's up, Cherie? How are you, lovely lady? How are you today?
Hello. Yes, I am falling asleep here. The sofa's too
I should yell, "Wake up!"
Don't do that.
Oh
no, I do have an early morning tomorrow, but I just wanted to stop to say hey, and I wanted to tell you, enjoy the Zack Snyder's Justice League movie that you're gonna go watch in theaters, because I am super jealous. I can't be there. Super jealous. You don't know how much, seriously. I'm just so happy. I'm happy you're going. I'm happy Tiff's going. I'm happy your whole family's going. I'm happy that you're having fun. Good. Take
Absolutely.
pictures. Post them. Take pictures.
Yes. I tell you what, we went to go see BVS with all these people.
What's
they're-
with
they're-
RJ saying Shri is a real person?
of course,
Duh.
Cherie's a real person.
You
She's
think I'm
right
a
here.
bot?
She's right there.
Hello. They show up on your stream too. Shri is a real person.
Jeez. See? The respect. The respect.
I know.
How many times can I watch this movie in theaters? Look, I think I'm good. I got it the first time, and I'm not like a big Marvel fan to like have to go rewatch it. If this was a DC film, though, I'd probably see it 2 or 3 times. Be quite honest with you.
Okay. How fair is that, Enosh?
Just
You're
saying.
just not watching it because it's a Marvel movie?
Yeah, I'm not going to go spend a ton of money on it right now. I mean, you know, if this was Zack Snyder's Justice League 2, I'd go see it like 6 times in the theater. You know what I mean? Like I've seen every Star Wars movie like at least 6 times in the theater. I mean, I saw episode 1 like 8 times. You know, I mean, come on. But
okay, I'm with you on that. If it's Zack Snyder's Justice League, I'd definitely watch it a lot of times in theaters. For sure. I'm kind of waiting. I hope he brings it, or someone brings it to where I live, so I can just dump the kids on my husband and go, I want to go watch that movie. You will not disturb me for a day. So
there you go. Just leave me alone. Let me go watch it. Now, okay. So I got to ask you a question because just recently you dropped the bombshell on us that you're a married woman, and
come on.
And so I know a lot of heartbroken people out there, but
you can't, please.
Well, you know, I think with RJ, like he's saying this is a joke, but like I think maybe RJ is a little heartbroken because you know,
oh dear Lord,
you know we're trying to find him a good girl. We're trying to find him a good girl. But no. So Mr. Cherie then is, I guess we'll call him Mr. Cherie.
He does not like that.
So is he not? You mentioned like dropping him off and like just going to yourself. Is he not into the nerd stuff like you?
No, he's not. He's not. No one is actually in my family. As in, if I'm talking about my parents, my siblings, cousins, it's me. I'm the bigger nerd than anybody else. My brother's now gotten into a lot of it. My sister watches it because I tell her to.
Mm-hmm.
It's big sister cred. So,
gotcha.
Being the first one in the family kind of gives you a lot of room to influence. So
sure, yeah,
I do that.
Sure.
Oh, my cousins, I know at least one of them is he got into a lot of the movies and DC and Marvel. But there's my cousin's sister. She watches because I tell her to, because I want somebody to talk to about
there
it.
You go.
She lives here in the US, so I'm like, oh, did you watch this? You have to watch. So I basically take. I go to her place. I take my kids, and they're playing or whatever, or they're watching it with us, and then we all watch it together. So the stuff on HBO Max, I literally like, okay, first we gotta watch this. And I gotta watch this. So I'm kind of doing the pushing here.
Nice.
The DC peddling. That's what I'm doing here. So, yeah.
Nice.
It's me mostly. And I know my husband's not into it at all. My kids are into it because, they have me for mom. So,
yeah.
That's about it, though.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So, Golden Jesus, how many times did I see BVS? My gosh.
So many times.
Oh my gosh. I saw BVS so many times. Like, I don't even remember it. Like, I was so excited for BVS.
I saw the theatrical cut twice in theater because the first time I saw it, I did not understand. I'm like, there's parts missing. I should go see it again. So I went and saw it again. And I'm like, there's still parts missing. And then when I saw the Ultimate Edition, I'm like, oh, it makes sense now. And then I watch that one over and over and over and over and over and over again because, I love it. I did. I will tell you though, I did stop watching it after the 2017 dumpster fire came out because I watched that one. I had to, unfortunately, I watched it once in theaters, and then unfortunately, my kids wanted to watch it, so I had to go to theaters again to watch it, and then I'm like, that's it. I am not watching this again.
I think I saw Justice League twice in theaters as well. If I remember right. I saw it twice in theater. But I saw BVS. So I'm gonna be completely honest. Like when I hear people talking about like that they didn't understand or like they felt like a bunch was missing. Like, yeah, I know that there was, right?
That was me.
But
I didn't
but
get
like
it.
but I guess like for me, like I didn't need all, like I understand because like the parts that are left out, like I get it, right? Like I understand why it makes the movie a better movie for them. But for me, honestly, like I enjoyed the theatrical when I went and saw it. I understood it. Like I was the one like to all my friends, like, what's wrong with you? Like I got it.
Yeah, see,
But
that's the thing. Yeah, I had no friends tell me that they got it because I was the only one watching it like crazy.
well, see,
Also,
now we're friends.
my
Now we're friends,
issue.
Cherie. So
I
I could have been
know.
like,
See,
Cherie,
I
just
know.
telling you.
You don't
Just
get
tell,
this.
come on,
Seriously?
Cherie.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, get it together.
Come on. No, my issue probably was Jesse Eisenberg's Lex. I did not like him. I watched it and I was like, I couldn't find. But then when you watch the Ultimate Edition, you get the dots are connected and you see how brilliant
Yes.
Jesse's Lex is. I mean, I didn't.
You're so right. I didn't
that.
like him. I didn't like him at first either. When I first heard that he was even cast, I was like, oh Lord, no.
Oh yeah.
Lord,
That's
no.
true.
What are we doing here with this film?
I really wanted to give him a chance, but then I saw him in theatrical. And I'm like, none of this makes any sense. So I think that was probably the bigger reason why the theatrical did not make any sense to me because I was like, oh, who's doing what? How does this? Yeah, so it's Ultimate Edition kind of solved everything for me. I watched it once and I'm like, okay, now the whole story makes sense. And Lex is brilliant. He's the most formidable Lex I have seen at this
I
point.
agree. Like he's brilliant.
He knows
everything. Look, once they shave his head, he's Lex. Like, you know what I mean? I get it. Like some people they don't like the long hair. They don't like the,
that's semantics.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree with you, Cherie, because there's so much of that Lex that, like, if I get it, at first it's a little awkward, it's a little off-putting, but that's the whole point. And then, and you know what? Half of me wonders. Okay, at the end, right when you see him talking to Deathstroke, for example, he has a completely different demeanor.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. He's very serious at the end, where he's serious, yes. Like, but he's not spastic, is what I'm saying. Like, because you know what I mean. Like, he's not spastic at all. He's very focused when he's talking to Deathstroke. When he's like, maybe we need a league of our own. Like, he's.
Don't quote that one.
I'm just saying.
Don't quote that one.
But even in Justice League, he's very, very serious. Okay.
I did like him better in the other one, even in the end scene. I'll tell you why. The dialogue, the League of Our Own dialogue seemed very self-serving. It didn't, it didn't. Okay, you know what? I can't really tell you why that it didn't go anywhere. In my head, even him saying that, it just felt like, oh, they're just trying to throw in something from the comics. And this is even before all ZSJ was announced or any of that. I just think when I watched it in theaters, I'm like, okay, this throwaway line, League of Our Own. Oh, okay. So does he know that that's the Justice League? Is that, so it's like, okay, none of it made sense. But what I loved about the end credit scene in ZSJL is, yes, he's not spastic, 100%. He's very serious, but even certain things he says, you can still see he's pulling the strings.
Oh,
In the
yes.
back. He's that guy. He's the simple things. And I have too much to live for and more important things to do. He's still doing the sing-songy thing. He still has a rhythm in which he speaks. But
Oh, yeah.
then, when Deathstroke says maybe there's something to celebrate after all, he goes, "Good boy." Oh my God, made my skin crawl when I heard him say "good boy" to Deathstroke.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's who he is. He is that guy who's manipulating you, thinking, but you're left there thinking you came up with the idea and you're on top. But no, he's pulling your strings, man. You
Yeah.
might be Deathstroke. He's pulling your strings.
Now, I will say this. I love Jesse Eisenberg now. Like I said, when I first heard the casting, I was like, I don't know about that. But once I saw the movie, I was like, you know what? I really like this. And everybody was like, "There's no jokes in it. I hate the fact that it's just so whatever." I mean, okay, did we miss the jokes then with Lex introducing Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne, and then like shaking his head like, "You do not want to pick a fight with this man right here." Like, really? I'm sorry. Was that joke too good for you? Like, maybe it's because it wasn't a fart joke or something. I don't know. It wasn't a shawarma joke. But no. So I love it. But I do agree with this right here, though, Anthony. And I agree with Anthony. And here's why. Michael Rosenbaum had seasons upon seasons upon seasons to craft his Lex, right? And so we got to see the full realization of his Lex Luthor. Jesse Eisenberg, we got the beginning, and it was great, and it was awesome. But for me, Michael Rosenbaum, I think is just number one, man. I love the fact, like when he finally broke down, and he's like, you know what, I am the villain of the story on Smallville. It was chilling. But Jesse Eisenberg, though, I think if we would have been able to see him actually come to fruition, I just because he got such a great start. I mean, when he is on top of the Lex Tower building, whatever it's called, and he's throwing the pictures of Martha down
Ooh,
for Clark to
yeah.
see, and just like calling him, Clark Joe, and it's so
Well, he's psychotic. She says
exactly. Exactly. He just, he pushes him, over over the edge, and that's how Lex should be with Superman, like this one step ahead. I love the fact that too, it's like he's like, look, I don't even know where Martha is. I wouldn't let him tell me. So you can't even beat it out of me. Like, I'm not there, so heck yeah.
Yeah, I know. Even when he pushes Lois off the helipad, no hesitation. It's like flip, push. That's it.
Yep.
Wow. I mean, yeah, no, that movie's a masterpiece. I cannot watch it enough. Oh, by the way, I watched, for anybody who wants to know or cares to listen, I have watched Zack Snyder's Justice League about 24 times now. Obsessed much?
Yeah, I'm up to about 20. I'm up to about 20 because right when that first few weeks when it came out, like it was on constantly. Like that's all I watched.
I actually watched it wall to wall.
No, I know. Like that's things like I've had it on. I've had it on. I was I've watched it. I would start it, stop it, come back to it. Like I just
rewatch it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love that movie.
This is a great
I
line
have
too.
my box set.
Azteca, this is a great line too. And now God bends to my will.
Yes.
Oh, what a great line.
Oof. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Everything. That helipad scene, all of it. That's where you see that he's been pulling the strings the whole time. And Clark realizes that. Lois realizes that before him. So it's just, yeah. It's
I want that. Golden
Lois's
G's
people.
right here. Golden G's right here. I want that Deathstroke versus Ben Affleck Batman movie too.
Oh, so bad. That would have been
This
so
is
good.
this is okay. So Jesse, there's nothing that that actually says this.
Well, no, he says, I think I'll tell you where. When all those people come to meet him in the in the where he's shooting basketball, yeah, in his building, he says, "Oh no, that's my father. He he is the Lex in front of LexCorp." He says that. I don't know if that means that his father was Alexander Luthor and he's Alexander Luthor Jr. I'm not so sure.
Okay, well, you know what?
But he says that one line. And
Yeah,
that's
he
why
does.
we have
Okay,
to think about it.
So here's the thing, guys. Here's I did a video on this years ago,
Okay.
and I still
I gotta go find that.
Yeah, I gotta if I get to talk with Zach one day, I gotta ask if this was somewhere in the back of his head with this because if you read The Death and Return of Superman, okay, during that time, Lex Luthor had been dead for a while. Okay, the old man Lex had been dead for a while. He died of kryptonite poisoning, cancer, kryptonite poisoning. He lost his hand. That being said, they found his son in Australia. And his son yeah, his son was this strong business type guy with long red hair, and he had a beard. But long red hair, and he was the quintessential of what like a young business type would be at like the end of the 80s, early 90s, right? And they found this guy, and he was Alexander Luthor, right? Alexander Luthor, Lex Luthor II. And he came and took over his father's business. Turned out he was a clone of Lex Luthor that Lex had put his mind into. So it was still Lex Luthor, just he had all of the memories and everything. He was, it was still the old Lex Luthor, but in this new body. And so that played out. Superman died, returned, all that stuff, right? All the stuff like that. But this always made me think, because also in that movie, in BVS, when he's talking about the room, when he's talking to the senator, and he's like talking about how the room, he left this one room just like his dad liked it. And who knows, it's just like dad could like come back at any time. Like, I can't remember what the actual line is, but it's right now, but it's just like, he's like, like, wouldn't it be something dad just walked right back in the room or something like that? And as soon as he said that, I was like, gosh, because Jesse's version seemed like such a different take, I just kind of felt like, I wonder if they're doing that. And I made a video about it years ago called Is Lex Luthor in BVS a clone? Because I just kind of felt like you got the long red hair. He's young. He's more vibrant. He's now what like a business person would be in this day and age,
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Zach to not do that.
And I'm telling you, like
yeah,
just hearing
there's a
him
good chance.
Yeah, just hearing him say that about like how he left this one room, like just exactly the way dad liked it. I don't know. It always hit me kind of funny, but
wow.
But yeah, it's just a powerful performance though. Just a powerful performance all around.
Yeah, so. Very much so.
Yeah. So it's good.
Inash, if you keep bringing me first every time in your call-in shows, people might think that you have, you're partial to me over the other guests.
Well, I am Cherie. I mean, you are Cherie. So.
Oh God. Oh God. The rest of them will hate me, right? If you do that.
No, nobody's gonna hate you. Nobody's gonna hate you. Sheree, you're too awesome. You're too awesome. Everybody in the chat loves you. Everybody on the show loves you.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I don't think I would trust somebody if they said that they didn't love you. Just you're always so sweet. I mean,
That's
look,
always been my
and
evil plan.
just hearing your voice, man, like makes people love you even more. I think it was Mary Wilcox said she loves your voice and everything. So yeah,
Well,
heck
thank
yeah,
you.
heck
I
yeah,
like that.
heck
Oh,
yeah.
even Darkseid's mother loves me.
Yes,
Apparently.
Darkseid's mother loves you. We're there. We love you, Cherie.
Oh, this
See,
is
everybody loves you, Cherie.
Oh, you're all so nice. I'm just so happy to have found you guys. Seriously.
Oh, me too.
Because I
I'm
was
glad
dying from 2017 until 2020. I was dying.
Oh,
Didn't have anyone to talk to. This was so great. I'm so happy. YouTube algorithms, I do have to thank them too, because they're like, hey, you're watching interviews of people playing DC characters. Here's one. And they popped, and your show popped up. And I'm like, oh,
really?
cool.
You
Yeah,
mean
literally.
YouTube did something to
Outside
help
you.
me?
Exactly.
They brought me Cherie, so I can't be so
Exactly.
mad at them, right?
Yeah, they got me all you guys. So, yay! Somebody's a member. I can see the chat.
Oh,
Member
hold
for
on.
3 months, Anthony Beltran.
Oh, see, I don't see those. Man, darn it. Okay, hold on a second.
Oh no,
I don't
you might not see it on StreamYard, but I see them. I mean, I have the YouTube chat going on my tablet on the side here, so I'm watching that too.
So when did that pop up? Just now?
It just popped up. Yeah, just popped up before between Monkey Jeebus and Blake Taylor.
Okay, my chat. I've got the chat on here now. I got the video open, but it's taken a while to get to it. It's literally going down the list.
Oh wow.
Do 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 do. Come on. That song just gets stuck in your head. You can't get it.
I know. Yeah, that's that one. There's a few others, and yeah, I could be blue, I could be brown, I could be violet sky, I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything. You like.
There it is. Okay. Oh, I know. Me too. Have you heard the original?
No, actually, I have to go through. I have to. I'm sure my dad has, because Dad loves the old movies, and he loved Grace Kelly, and I have to find out. I have to find that clip of the original. Listen to that.
Yeah, and then there's a guy who just put the song out. I can't remember his name, but he just put the song out like a little while ago, I guess.
Oh, wait, yeah, I have to find that one too. I know you said there's a clip of someone who's remastered that into something.
Yeah, well, they did their own version of it, and it was really good. Okay, so
you can't see it still.
Oh wait, I did the pop out. Hold on a second. Here we go. There it is. Anthony Beltran. There you go. There you go. If a man won't kill God, the devil will do it. Lex. Yes. Great way to use your member chat there, man. I wish StreamYard would update and actually let me see those in StreamYard so that I don't miss them when they go by. And so if I forget
I don't see them. I mean, I can't see. I'm on my phone, so obviously I don't expect to see anything on StreamYard on the phone. But yeah.
Yep. A mother of a flying demon must be a witch. That was a good one too. That was a good one.
Yes.
That's really... Oh, just ticked him off too.
Yeah.
Blake says he found us because of 2 cents. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Nice. You know what? I mean, my friend Silent Scotty found us because I did the Mark Uno videos. So look, everybody finds us a different way, and I appreciate that.
The first one I watched was your interview with Ray Fisher. So basically, I was on this loop of just watching, I think the Justice League I know Michael Rosenbaum has a podcast that goes on YouTube as too. So he had interviewed Kevin Conroy. So I watched that. That was again in the beginning of 2020. He had interviewed Kevin Conroy, and I was watching that, and I watched a few other interviews. So you go into a loop when you're watching those things. You're like, oh, one more. Oh, there's one more. Oh, there's one more. So I was in that space. And then when the ZSJL thing got announced, I was trying to find stuff about Ray Fisher and a few other, like the actors stuff. I was trying to
Mhm.
watch because I got excited. And then I found your interview with Ray Fisher. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. And then I started watching you more often. And then I realized I discovered live streams. I'm so old, I never did that until then. I did not know what a live stream was. I mean, I don't think it's old. I guess it's just I'm a Luddite. So I don't really do all of these things. So I
Sure.
discovered what live streams were, and I'm like, oh my God, I can chat and people can see. Yeah, so that, yes, little joys. And now I'm here on this
Well,
show
here's some
talking
interesting
to you.
news.
Oh,
Man of
yes.
Steel
Mhm.
is trending.
Yes. Man of Steel has to trend.
Man of Steel is trending, and so is Justice League.
Yep.
So that's interesting.
Yay.
I wonder if it's I want to see. I think. Well, I think it might be. Well, there's just a lot of people just talking about Man of Steel. Like I was thinking it might be like some stuff about. Yes, here's some stuff about.
Well,
About
if you
the
see
about
Icarus,
Eternals, about
yeah,
Eternals,
if you
yeah.
see
But
Icarus in Eternals, you'll think of Superman from Man of Steel. So I'm not surprised.
but you know what's funny? Most of it isn't though. Like that's
Yeah, I know. No, it's the visual floating laser eyes.
you know what? Okay, so I will just say
No?
this about his laser eyes. They're not that effective in the film.
Okay.
He uses them a lot. Not that effective.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. I'm
Just
still
saying.
very excited to see it. I hope I want to get to see it at some point.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, no, it's a good film. It's a good film, Sheree. I really enjoyed it. I know I surprised a lot of people with that, but you know what? I figured that. As soon as I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score, I figured, you know what? Darn it all. I said that I wasn't
Go
really
see
excited
it.
about this film, and you know
I
what?
know.
Now I'm probably
You know
gonna love
what?
it.
Your opinion probably matters more now because you went in there with zero expectations. That's like that's the way you're supposed to go in to watch something. So it's cool. I'm glad you got to see it. I want to go see it too.
Yeah, it was a good film. It was a good film. Everybody's telling me how they found me.
Yeah.
I love seeing these stories. The algorithm actually sent the lounge to me about 4 years ago. Man, that was when the algorithm liked us. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the heck happened.
got jealous.
Hey, Anthony Beltre with a $2 super sticker. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Spherical Man found us through the Film Junkie. Heck yeah. See,
I found
that
the
dude Vince.
rest of them through you. And
Thank you.
everyone else.
See, they found you all because of me. So yeah.
Yeah. Everyone else because of you. I found you, and then through you, Dawson, and everybody you had on the panel.
I brought Cherie to all of you. See, I have done my good deed.
You're taking way too much. You're giving me way too much credit here. Okay. I'm gonna head out now because
Alrighty.
12:45 and my kids have to I have a waking ritual in the morning with the kids for school. So
well, thank you for stopping by, Cherie. I appreciate that so much.
I am very glad.
Always good talking to you.
Let me leave you with this parting story. I watched when the Nerd Queens came back. Oh, love the Nerd Queens. Hashtag Nerd Queens rock. Okay. When they came back, they Ray Porter stopped by their stream. So I was on there. I'm like, I was like in the kitchen getting ready we were preparing something. We were supposed to go to somebody's house for dinner or something. And I'm like watching a live stream on my phone, listening on my headphones, and then, finishing up, packing up the food that we made. And I hear Ray Porter's voice and I go, Ray! Like I scream at the top of my voice. So my kids run up to me like, who's there? Who's there? What are you talking? What are you doing? I'm like, oh, sorry, I screamed too loud, didn't I? Yeah, your reporters on the stream. And they're like, that's Darkseid. And I'm like, yes, that's Darkseid. You're watching Darkseid on the live stream? Like, yes, I'm watching Darkseid on the live stream. Like, and then they asked me all about the Nerd Queens and everything. And I'm like, yes, I know. I'm watching now. Go get ready. So then they said, if you're chatting if you're in the chat, then tell Darkseid that he's our favorite villain and we love Justice League. So they wanted me to tell. So I typed it out in the chat and I sent it. And Nicole and Nana were so awesome. They put it up and Ray read that and he's like, it was very nice. And then I came back home and they were still like live streaming. Like this was like a couple of hours later. So I was talking and I wrote it back to him. It's like, oh my God, my kids love you. And then Ray's like, oh, isn't it bedtime? Like, yeah, they have to go to bed now. And then he's like, tell them I said, it's bedtime. Go to sleep. Okay. And then he went, but brush your teeth first. Okay. I was so happy.
That's hilarious.
I clicked that. I saved it on my phone. I play to them every now and then. He's like, you don't go to sleep. Darkseid's coming. Look at what he said. He said, it's bedtime. Go to sleep. But brush your teeth first. I was so happy. I would not have had any of this if it weren't for finding you on YouTube. I wanted to tell you the story.
Wow.
Happy
I'm so glad you found us, Cherie. And we are blessed to have you here with us. So
I love my nerd fam. You guys are awesome. And say hi to Tiff.
I definitely will. I didn't talk to her today. She was off gallivanting all over the place she was going to castle. She went to some castle and was it castle?
She hasn't, yeah. She's spending time with her family.
Yeah, she's spending time with her family. Like, you know what? Like, she texted me a couple times. She says, "I love you," and then like, because I was working on the office here and stuff, and I was like trying to clean up everything, and so because I was working on that stuff, she said, "I didn't see it when it first hit." So if I don't answer right away, she'll be like, "I mean, like a lot," and so I saw it later, and I was like, "Hey, I love you too, babe. I love you too a lot." And that's all I heard. Oh, and then she asked me because she heard that I was going to the movies, and she's like, "Who are you going to the movies with?" They're like I'm going with the boys.
Oh, father son marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yep. So
fun.
So for sure. Well, thanks for stopping by, Cherie. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All righty. And
Bye,
you stay
guys.
nerdy. You stay nerdy and you have
Yes,
a wonderful
I
evening.
will always
Get some
stay
rest.
nerdy.
All right. Tell the kids we said hi.
I will
And tell Mr. Cherie we said hi too. And we'll convert him one day. All right.
Yeah, I will one day rope him into being a nerd.
Yes. We'll get him. All right.
Bye,
we just got to show him how cool it is. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Cherie. We'll talk to you later. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, I love her. She's so cool. All right. I'm gonna bring this guy in because he keeps flashing me toys in the background. So, what's up, the Richard? I see you got a trap jaw there. Here you go.
Hey, here we go.
Oh, geez, you got a Richard Simmons. I got a trap jaw too.
Yeah.
Trap jaw too.
Yes, sir. Oh, flash it. Give it to me. Yes, I want to see that one.
We could trap jaw it up.
No, that's the one. No. This one. This is a part. I just needed the head part for that video, but this is a piece. I don't have all the parts for this one. Show me what you got. Let me see that. If my audio is messed up, I'll have to come back another time.
No, you're
I've
good.
got
You're
some
perfect,
good. Am I okay?
You're actually perfect. Yeah, man.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, I want to see your trap jaw right there. Yeah. That's the one I need to get. Is this it has interchangeable everything?
Yeah, it's got the interchangeable parts. I only have I think I got, do I have one more? You know what? I only think that I got the one interchangeable part actually. I don't think that I have the other parts.
He looks so good.
I got him secondhand. You know what? He's missing the top part though.
Well, we can yeah, I'm on. Okay. I was really, I mean, that's beautiful. I love that.
That's why I picked him up, because I mean, other than that, man, he looks really good. I mean, he's got his belt and everything.
He is gorgeous. Trapjaw is one of my favorite characters. I think we've already talked about some of it, and I'll tell you in another video. I missed your Motu Part 2, Revelations Part 2 video. Are you excited? Because I am, and I'm going to do a lot of art starting here in a couple of weeks. Well, next week.
Dude, I'm so excited for that because I was right.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we are twins because
I took a victory lap, dude. Took a victory lap over the Fandom Menace and all those people, man. Just like, screw you all. I was right. Stuff it where the sun don't
I'm
shine.
not saying any names as blatantly as you just did, though. On the PGS, RM interviewed us, Tony and I.
I will.
The freaking, we were correct too. And though I'm not gonna say any names, I just said, suck it. I said, suck it. I think that's essentially what I said. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, man. They I mean, there's just a lot of people that they're just angry people.
Well, it's so easy to nitpick and well, that's okay, that's not my market. That's all I can say. And it's not your market either. We don't I mean, we find what we can what we are better at, and others are better at other things.
I love
come on, man. I don't want to associate. I don't want to. I'm not. Though we were right though on the He-Man thing. That's all I can say. We were.
I'm just saying. All these people who are like, Tila's gonna become He-Man, and it's all woke, and she's a lesbian, and blah 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 blah. Like, oh my gosh. Like, oh.
Well, actually, she still may be. I mean, that is technically. I mean, well, who cares? Though, the thing is, though, we knew Adam wasn't dead.
Not based on anything that was actually shown, because like they actually even talk about the fact that she's still pining for He-Man.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, but oh my God, she's got half a shaved head. You know what that means?
Oh my God. Well, I had half a shaved head. Well, that's besides the point. I mean,
you must be a lesbian too. Look,
I was a lesbian for a long time. Okay,
a little fade going on. It's growing out a little bit because it's been about 3 weeks. But I must be a lesbian too. We must all be lesbians. We get our hair cut. We knew
that He-Man was not gone. We knew that it made sense that we knew that Adam was not dead, and it made logical sense that some of the He-Men from I mean, if you look at it, was a full story. We only saw the first half of it, and they introduced all these other He-Men. It only made sense that we're going to see those He-Men again. And in this trailer, I love how the first 1 minute is trolling. Literally, the first 1 minute, if you watch it and time it, it's down to 59 seconds because I watched this over and over and over. The first minute is trolling because she's saying whatever she says, that she has to have the power and this and that and this and that and this. And then all of a sudden Skeletor is like, well, now I have all the power and Grayskull and la-di-da-di-da. And then Adam's like, the thing you don't understand, or however he says it, and he raises it, I am the conduit. And da-da-da-da. And then it's the He-Man, not our He-Man. It's the original He-Man or whatever. I forget which version. I think it's the original. And that's why he comes out brute, Hulk, Berserker Hulk, King Kong, and
they call it barbarian or savage.
Oh, is it savage?
Savage.
Okay,
He-Man, yeah,
full on, and knocks everything out of place, and that's when we realize, okay, that trolling is over, and boom, we get back to business because we knew we always wanted to see all of the vehicles, we wanted to see all of the characters, and we're seeing even more. I played it in slow motion, I don't know, 100 times, because I'm trying to figure out what what I'm
SK,
gonna
if you
paint.
don't watch it, look, SK, if you don't watch it, dude, you're missing out because it's literally some of the best stuff ever. Part
Oh
one
my
was
gosh!
Actually Fire. Like, it tells an awesome story. It's a great story arc. The people who were upset because they literally just can't take like having to wait for a story to be told. They wanted it to be like our afternoon our afternoon show experience where in a half hour everything was cleaned up nicely and He-Man just beat the bad guy and he turned into He-Man and everything was good by the end of the episode, and we get the little, hey, don't do drugs, kids, and everybody goes home happy and stuff. And the thing is that they jumped the gun on this thing. He-Man, they come out, they were telling an overall story arc, and I still say I still stand by Kevin Smith with the whole thing, because
I do too.
Because it's like, look, if you don't want the answer to something, then don't ask it, because the reality is that, look, first of all, he didn't just downright lie to everybody. Everybody's acting like he pulled a J.J. Abrams when J.J. Abrams was asked if Benedict Cumberbatch was Khan. In Star Trek Into Darkness, and JJ just flat out said no, which was an absolute lie. But also, they put JJ on the spot about a major plot point in the movie that was not known, right? So not to defend him, lying like that, he should have been more creative in the way that he handled it. But that's like something that you don't want to give away at a press conference for it.
I don't use the word but. I try to avoid the word but, because you could say that's something you don't want to give away, but no. How I would have worded what you just said, and this is actually in reference to how he should have said it, is that's not how we or that's not what's going on. That's not how he should have done it. Here's how, or though there are other ways that he could have done it. So in his case, that was a really that was kind of a shady scenario that he was put in. Though I have to say, he fucked himself.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, he did. Absolutely, he did. But like with Kevin Smith,
now with Kevin Smith,
there's all these stupid rumors floating around and everything about how it was all about Tila and it wasn't going to be about He-Man.
Clownfish. And I watch Clownfish. I watch all these channels. And as you know, I studied you, and I studied all of these other channels. Clownfish were the first. They were the first ones to get the hooks in, and therefore it did go back and forth, though it was a marketing thing. From my perspective, it, in a way, it didn't work out the way Kevin Smith wanted. I know that he was playing at some point, though it did. The negativity, of other channels. Now, I'm only mentioning Clownfish because they're part of the actual propaganda that created this whole scenario. I'm not mentioning any of the other channels that we're friends with and we watch, and that were also pissing on He-Man. The thing is, they were all wrong because it was a continuation of the story with a slight adaptations. Yeah, we always knew Tila was the prince, was the sorceress. We always knew so many of these different elements that we saw during the like Orko. We knew he wasn't going to die. I mean, gee whiz! Right? People are they created a scandal. They killed Orko, or they killed Prince Adam, or they killed No. It's all, that's their job. These channels, that was their job. It wasn't my job, it wasn't your job. We actually were propagating the positivity and the inspiration, the fact that we finally got something, aside from the 2002, which was fantastic. We've got something new. And now this version that just came out, the trailer, it literally is orgasmic. It's everything that we've ever, or visually, I think it's everything that we've ever wanted. Let's hope the story, let's hope it does wrap up good. I have no reason to think it's not, though. I think it's going to be effing fantastic.
Yeah, I don't have any reason to even doubt that it's going to close out successfully, and like you said, look, you know, the thing is that there was no reason for the negativity, and you could tell, like, channels that never talked about He-Man before, ever, never expressed any interest in He-Man whatsoever, all of a sudden jumped on this bandwagon of all these things negative about this show. And the reality was, like you said, those of us who watched the original show, they were literally saying stuff like, it's nothing like the original show whatsoever. They're killing our childhood. They're destroying our childhood by giving us these things that aren't the way that they were when we were kids. And it's like, the rest of us, I'm dropping everything. The rest of us were sitting there looking at this thing going, what show are you watching? Like, seriously, because like you said, for those of us who watched the show, we knew that Tila was supposed to end up becoming the sorceress. We knew that
was in episode 3 or 4 of the original series.
Yeah.
And I've got all the
6.
materials and everything, but
it's in episode 6. And the thing is,
okay.
Yeah. But the thing is that, yeah, I mean, anybody who watched the show growing up, like, that was part of the lore. That was part of the whole thing. And so, like, this idea of, like, she's going to become He-Man. She ousted He-Man. They killed He-Man to make room for her. That's not even what they did, dude. He-Man, this is what I said. You read, I'm guessing, I mean, I know you're a comic book guy, but I don't know, like, how big of a Superman guy you are. But did you read the Death of Superman and Return of Superman storyline at all?
To an extent. I actually had a Death of Superman way before they actually did it, and come to find out it was a fake one. And I'll tell you all about that. Though they did send his body to space. I got this whole other memory of the Death of Superman. But yeah, okay, go ahead.
So anyways, my point being is that in that storyline lasted for about a year. Okay. And Superman didn't appear in the comics once in that year.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
right?
That's what I heard.
Because he died and he was in a rehabilitation chamber, and there was all this story, right? There was story being told, Richard. That's the point. That's the point. There's story being told. But listen, even though Superman technically wasn't in there for almost a year.
Wait. You mean in a Superman comic, the hero wasn't even there for 1 year?
4 Superman comics, because there was a weekly thing.
No. I'm exaggerating.
I know. I know. And I'm saying yes. Not just one, but 4 different titles, okay? And here's the thing. His spirit was there, though. You were actually dealing with it. Actually made Superman more of an interesting character when he came back. All of a sudden, people were primed and ready for Superman to come back because they had let the story be told to them. And by the time it got around to he was actually coming back, they were excited for it and loved Superman more than ever because they waited for the story. And Superman's absence was felt. It was so tangible that people felt that because Superman was in, the spirit of Superman was in the whole thing. Exact same thing going on here. It's not like they just killed He-Man off in the first episode and you never hear from He-Man again. You know what I mean? That's not what happened. He literally was killed off, yes, in that first episode, but every episode contained He-Man. You saw flashbacks to him and Tila working together, which was the whole point of that, was to show them, you know, in their relationship. You saw him in the afterlife, for God's sake, right? Yeah. You saw the world around and how the magic had left. And people are like, well, how do you do a world like Eternia with no magic? You took all the magic out of it. And it's like, no, that's the point. Is you take the magic out, you show the point of this world without He-Man it's detrimental to the world of Eternia if He-Man or anyone who possesses the power, the champion, the hero, is not there. And that's exactly what happens. And so, so all this griping and everything about it was so obvious to be just people who didn't understand the lore. They didn't understand the characters. And it's really unfortunate because, man, people gave them a listen. People gave them lots of views.
I got two notes on that. First of all, I want to say that some of the primary channels that did go down the negative path, they're actually extraordinarily highly educated with the He-Man lore, and it was a calculated money grab or I would say money grab. It was a click thing on their behalf, because I'm very, very, very aware of how intelligent and knowledgeable they are. So I'm not gonna say names. We know who they are, and I love them. I can't agree with their method in this regard. Okay, and now others, though, they went down that same path, though going down the negative train of seeing that this person doesn't like it, or that person doesn't like it, that person, and so they they killed it. They killed it. Oh, he's dead. Oh, this is pathetic. And that soils both of the two scenarios I just told you soil the atmosphere. And now I'm really excited to see. I've not seen any of the. Actually, I had my internet off until a couple days ago. I took it off for a couple weeks, like I do every year. I'm excited to see if there are any positive remarks of the trailers, or if anybody's doing any reviews of the trailers.
No, dude.
Wait,
a lot of the stuff I've seen is just like, hey, we told you so. Like, they still are not admitting that this is going to be any good. And the ones that do say something about it being good are talking about how Kevin Smith is just doing a bait and switch, and that it's going to end up being bad, no matter how good this looks, that they're not going to fall for it a second time. That they're not going to fall for it a second time. That the first time they fell for it, they thought it was going to be good, but now they're not going to fall for it again.
They can suck it, because we already know it's awesome. We know it's going to be good. And you and I are extraordinary Masters of the Universe fans. We know, we told them so. I mean, I did say that kind of in my reaction post. We kind of got it right. Told you so.
Just saying. Yeah, look, Monkey Jeebus. So I'll say this. I don't, actually, this first one, I don't think it was something about taking it away to make somebody want something. This here, I honestly believe was Kevin Smith telling a good story that involved bringing He-Man back better than ever. I mean, seriously, when you look at the trailer for season 2 of that, it's absolutely freaking amazing. And He-Man shows back up in a huge way, but he has to go through that cycle, right? These characters, when they go on this kind of adventure, it's very, very important. And
this is so important in so many different ways, because if we're looking at a long-term adventure, tale, we just learned more about Teela. We learned more about Man-at-Arms. We're about to learn more about like Ram Man and Stratos and everyone. We're about to learn more, and Oracle especially. So if we wanted to have an entirely new series of, 32 episodes a season or some whatever. I mean, well, God bless.
Yeah. Right.
Lucky
to get 8.
Though we've got the build up, the momentum, everybody. My question to you actually is, and this really frustrates me, should they have broken it up into 2, or should they have done
once?
I don't know. Do you think all at once?
I don't know. I think the breaking it up into 2 gave those people who complained about it.
Gave them.
It gave them an opportunity to live off of that for clicks and views for a while. Monkey Jeebus, look, I just disagree with you here, man. Listen, because the people who made fun of it, the people who, the supposed fans who were upset, if there were fans, and I know that there were fans who were upset, those people were, some of them were influenced by some of the people like we were talking about, right? Most of the people, though, that I know personally, once they saw it, they loved it. And it's amazing because those are people who aren't influenced by those people. So just telling you, and that includes the normies. That especially includes the normies who came to me and said, "Hey, Enosh, what do you think of Masters of the Universe? I saw Masters of the Universe on Netflix. What do you think of it? I know you're a big He-Man fan." And the thing is, they shared the same exact sentiment with me. Like, I can't wait to see where it goes. I can't wait to see what happens. Like, I'm excited about this. It looked amazing. The story was good. Listen, they went after Kevin Smith. I keep saying this. And I mean it with all my heart. I'm sick and tired of, and I'm not afraid to say who they are, because most of them are fandom menacers. Look, not every fandom menace person is a bad person. There's plenty of people in the fandom menace that I love and I respect, and I think they're good people. Okay. But the thing is that the idea of that, and the people who subscribe to that, or the people who did and have now supposedly walked away from it, is to hate on stuff. It started off, we don't like Star Wars, and now it's gone to, we don't like everything. And we're going to hate everything before it even comes out. We're not going to actually watch it and see and then make like an educated decision about it and review it properly. No, that's not what we're going to do. We're just going to hate it off the bat. And I'm sick and tired of them going after people like Kathleen Kennedy, and all of Disney and Lucasfilm and everybody that they don't like.
Jerk off already. Right. We've already gone through
all this stuff. It's years later and they still do this. But listen, they go after all these people, and the second that one person breathes even a thought of answering it, like, oh my gosh, look, these Hollywood people are ganging up on us and trying to come after us, and we're the victim now. Look, we're just some little YouTubers. We're just a little YouTuber that means nothing, and these big bad Hollywood people came after us and said that they didn't like the fact that we were doing. Come on, no, let's be honest, okay? Like, that's the problem that I have, Richard, is when people start acting like I'm stupid and like the rest of the world is stupid. And unfortunately, you know what? Half the world is stupid. And so, you know what? The thing is, you know what? Yeah. Look, Kevin Smith, he's gotten emotional about a lot of stuff. I don't agree with his take necessarily on the rise of Skywalker, but you know what? I don't have to agree with Kevin Smith on everything. Okay. I don't have to agree with Kevin Smith on everything, but on this, I do agree with Kevin Smith on. He did a darn fine job with
give
Masters
Kevin
of the Universe.
Smith a little bit more leeway than a lot of individuals, though that has nothing to do when I look at the He-Man Masters of the Universe, because I was already a fan way before I heard that he was associated with it. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
But like, I didn't see him making fun of people.
He was, well, no, it's not that he was, and he wasn't, though. I mean, imagine if you put, and I'm trying to put myself.
I watched the video. He answers
the questions, and sometimes he'll be snarky about. I mean,
I watched that whole video. It's like a 2-hour video where he answered the criticisms about it after it came out. And you know what and at the end of the day, he said, "Look, guys," he said, "I would hope that he's like, look, we didn't go into this trying to make something that sucked or trying to piss anybody off." He said, "We just went in to try to make a good show." He's like, and I hope
didn't plan it to be a 2-part thing. He did the whole thing, you know. So when some of his comments came out, they were he's thinking the whole thing, though other individuals well, let's go. Well, the only channel that I'll mention is Clownfish. And every time we mention it, they get another angel in the sky or whatever down
I
below.
don't know, Monkey Jeebus. I just okay. You know, man, I love you, man, and you know, I'm always down to have different thoughts. But you're the one talking about it right now in the chat. So
Oh,
so
what's
I feel like we're having a conversation.
what's he saying? I don't know.
So he says, I wanted to love the new show, but it really offended me as a Master of the Universe fan. I had family who worked at Mattel. I have friends who still do. They know how I feel. And then says, I was sold on it was a continuation of the Filmation series. It's not. The characters are not the same. Dude, I just watched the Filmation series. Like I literally I got through the Filmation series again, and I literally just went back and started watching some of the old other old episodes, like just some old episodes that I wanted to rewatch again.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
dude, these characters are dead on. Even Tila was a hothead back in the old Filmation series. She was constantly on.
I am curious why what
I am really curious.
They're going on.
Yeah, I really. He says it was edgy to be edgy. It was like a kid playing with toys who didn't watch anything.
No, that's not correct. A Monkey Jeebus. This literally is okay. Well, let me take yours and amplify it. It is like fans who watch the show who have playing with their toys, and now we've got a little bit more toys. That's what it is. It's extending the story. You know, like okay, so you're playing on one part of your bed, and oh, you don't have enough figures, so oh crap, what do? Well, at some point, you got to use your GI Joes, your Transformers, your as I remember, I used plastic Army Men, and I had my He-Man and all of these characters play together, and eventually it did translate. So essentially, the 1980s Filmation, it did end, though you had to continue the story somehow. And what do we have now? It's an interpretation, though it's a very darn good interpretation. The characters are most of the characters. Skeletor's gonna get a hold of me now. Okay. The characters are being done really well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a fan. Apparently I'm considered an expert according to the Post Geek Singularity, and I do not I do not accept that title, though I can tell you I've got all the books and every single documentation of the everything. I've got all the documentation except for the last book, and then he fucking named it.
By the way, I got that mini comics
yes,
book.
sir.
My gosh, man.
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. It's so
Did you
good.
know I found out there's actually a part 2 now of that? Yep.
How?
I don't know. I found we'll talk about that afterwards. See the tone of my voice, like I don't know. So there's actually 2 books that I can say that I don't have. There's there's the part 2 of that one, and then there's something that a friend of ours, I can't remember his name, and I'm sorry. He published a book. It might be Toy Galaxy. No, Pixel Dan. I think. Yeah, Pixel Dan. I think Pixel Dan.
Dude, I just got to meet and talk to Dan Larson the other night from Toy Galaxy.
What are you doing?
So I was on a stream with Crazy Joe from Mega Podtastic. He comes on my streams every once in a while, and we were just talking, and he met Dan Larson at an event at a con somewhere recently, and asked him to be on his show. And he said, yeah. And so I was telling him about how I started collecting vintage Boba Fett figures because of Dan Larson, because Dan Larson he's got the Boba set. And so now he's got like over 500, but I've got about 125 of my own. And and the thing is I started doing it because Dan just absolutely inspired me, dude. What do we got here? Oh, nice. Very nice.
This is not an original. I mean, this is a print, though. I'm going to modify this to go with the new show.
Cool.
But since you said it, I wanted to.
Very nice. But so he inspired me to start collecting those just because like his thoughts on it, like of how like kids, played with each of those individual Boba Fett's and stuff, and he doesn't care like what condition they're in. He buys them, and so that's what I started doing. So now I got about 125, I think.
Oh,
and
wow.
I love it. I love it. Oh, wow. But that being said, so like I was talking about it, and Joe says, "Well, I got him for an hour. If you want to stop by, I'll drop you the link." And I was like. Yeah.
Wait, you were on
so I went on went on Megapodtastic and man, it was awesome, dude. It was so sweet, man. Like I got to talk to him and I got to tell him like how he inspired me for that, and he's just a really good guy. And I like the fact that like I love the fact that like there's all these toy channels and stuff that even the toy channels are getting into drama and everything, this YouTube drama, and everybody's pissed off about something. And like Toy Galaxy is just so like chill, and they're just like
yes,
they're just like, hey, we're here to talk about pop culture and toys and stuff, and I love that, man. So heck yeah. Now I will say this, Monkey Jeebus, you are absolutely right. The new toys are fantastic. I mean, so well done. The only one I didn't get was Moss Man. I've passed on Moss Man so far just because. And I know he's probably going to do something in the second half, and I'm going to be like, you're stupid.
You know what? I'm confident he is going to. I really am. Yeah.
But I passed on it because I was never a big fan of Moss Man, anyways, growing up. Like because to me, he was Beast Man but green, and because they used the same exact, used the same exact.
You can't think about the body shape and everything.
I know, but. Yeah. But I mean, it's just like Stinkor is Merman.
I know.
Black and orange, so it is what it is. Evil Lynn and Tila have the same body. They all have the same body. All the dudes have the same body.
And then they grew up though.
Just saying, but yeah, no, it's interesting though because
I don't have any of the newer video, or I mean, the newer toys. I actually, I had an electrical issue. I ran out of money. I returned those ones that I had the last time. I think I was on your show, and I had the a couple He-Mans and He-Man and Skeletor. I ended up returning them, and. Even when I had my store, I mean, I've gone through so many different financial ups and downs. It's so wacky doodle. And we had the when they first came out. That's right, with the really nice like Tila. I don't know what scale, but you know what I'm talking about. When they came out with them, the really nice ones in 2012. 2013, that whole series, I had them in my store, though I didn't end up with them, and I don't have any of them now.
Monkey Jeebus, I got that faker. I'm kind of ticked off because Big Bad Toy Store canceled my Scareglow.
Is that the name of your the place that you go to, Big Bad Toy Store?
So I go to a few different places. I go I get stuff through Big Bad Toy Store. I get stuff through Entertainment Earth. Some there was another one called Megalopolis that I used to go after a few years ago that I really liked, and I stopped with them because they suck. They absolutely suck. They screwed me over too many times. I literally had a year of suck from them. I started off with them, and I'm not ashamed to say it because they pissed me off too many times, man. As a toy collector and as somebody who was trying to get, dude, I was even talking to them about trying to do like a deal with them, right? Like I made a video about them promoting their thing. They had a really great idea. And that was, okay, like save, like, cause I collect Star Wars Black Series figures, right? And so the thing is, like, you know, a whole wave will come out, right? And it's like, dang, that's a lot. You know what I mean? Like you get a whole box of, you know, new figures, they're $20 a pop. You know, you could be spending, you know, if there's like 8 new figures, right? That's $160
or
yeah,
whatever.
almost $200, right? And so they had this really great deal where what you could do is you could order it and you could pay it off. It was like layaway is what it was, right? But it was through an online outlet, and it was awesome, dude. And so like I ordered all of one wave of figures, and I got it out like in a couple of months. So it wasn't like I had it there for like forever. It was like,
so it worked. It worked.
Yeah, because you set you set it. I think it was up to 6 months. You could set like how long you wanted to pay it off, and then it gave you the monthly payment of what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as I know,
good
yeah,
idea.
as far as I know, Monkey Jeebus, somebody was just telling me that they just changed names, that it's still the same people. And yeah. So I haven't got anything from Dorkside yet, but I know that they're out there. So here's the thing. I ordered this whole wave of Black Series figures, was paying on it. I get the box, and it's missing one figure, the Ezra Bridger figure from Star Wars Rebels. It was the Rebels wave. And I got it, and I called him up and I said, hey, I'm missing Ezra Bridger, right? Because like theoretically, they have this stuff in there. They're supposed to see Enosh Fee ordered this whole wave. Here's the wave. We put it back. As soon as he pays it off, we ship it.
Yeah, in theory, that's the way it's supposed to work. Yeah,
exactly. And so I said, hey, what's the deal? You know, like I didn't get Ezra Bridger. I literally got the box it was supposed to come in.
Oh wow.
Monkey Jeebus, I do go through GameStop a lot, actually. I do go through GameStop a lot too. That's usually my go-to because I can get it sent right to the store and I get free shipping. And so I try to do that when I can.
Yeah.
They all know me at my GameStop really well. Some of them are even subscribed to the channel. But the thing is,
telling us a story here.
Yeah. So I ordered it and they didn't send it to me. And so then they're like, oh, well, we're really sorry. And I said, sorry about what? And they said, well, let us check into it. So I waited like a day. They get back to me and they're like, yeah, we're sorry. We don't know. That's just a really hard to get figure. And I'm like, what do you mean it's a hard to get figure? Like,
oh, this is an awkward conversation. Are you freaking kidding me?
Right. And so here's the deal. Just for fun, I went on eBay. That figure, that was the breakout figure from that box, from that wave, and it was going between $80 and $100. And I got pissed off because I knew exactly what had happened. Either they were holding it back, or somebody who works somebody who works there took it out and they were making extra cash by doing that because that was the only figure, Richard. And so
we know that this has become a pandemic or whatever. It happens in so many different scenarios.
So I was not happy. Happy. I gave them a hard time about it, and then finally they just told me, they're like, "Oh well, we're sorry. There's nothing we can do, Mr. Fee.
Let's give you your $22 back.
We'll give you your money back." And I said, you guys suck. I said, I have done everything I can to try to help promote you guys. I did a video, actually. I did a video free of charge. Dude, I did a video for them just free of charge. Like, I didn't have a deal with them or anything. And I did a video with them for the thing, to be able to, pay now and stuff. Cause I get asked a lot, where should I go shop and stuff like that. I was like, and they had been good to me and stuff. So that was the first thing that they did to me. And I got totally screwed by them. And fortunately, a guy at my GameStop had just told me, at one of our GameStops around here had just told me a couple weeks before that, said, if you ever need a hard to find item, let me know, because I'm really good at finding stuff in our stores and stuff. And so I reached out to this guy's name's Ian at the Grand Blanc, Michigan GameStop. And I reached out to him and I said, hey, dude, I just got screwed over by an online outlet. I said, do you think you could find an Ezra Bridger? He literally called me back 10 minutes later, and he had called one of their stores in like Timbuktu, Texas, like out in the middle of nowhere. And he had one for me the next day for $20. And so I let that one go. Right. But then I got screwed over again by them, because by Megalopolis again, because I pre-ordered the Cyborg Superman DC Essentials figure. And I was super excited about that figure because it was a really good, I didn't have a Cyborg Superman action figure. So the thing is that I did that. I had that thing, dude, pre-ordered for 9 months at this point. And I'm in a GameStop one day, and what do I see in GameStop but that action figure? And I was like,
already got it.
It's like, hold on, wait a second. It's here. And so like I spent like 20 minutes trying to get through on their website because I couldn't get any information on it. And finally I got a hold of a real person. I called them, got a real person, and they're like, oh, we're sorry, we canceled your order. And I said, you did what now? They're like, we canceled your order. And I said, why would you cancel my order? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I don't have any information on that. I just see that we canceled your order. And I said, well, I'm glad then that I'm standing here and I took the time, right? I'm glad that I'm standing here and I took the time to call you guys, because otherwise I would have probably just walked away going, oh yeah, I got that coming. And so thankfully I bought it. It's now over here on my shelf, but ticked me right off. And yeah, so they did a couple more to me where they screwed me over. They offered me discounts and all this stuff. And like once I got the free stuff that they gave me, I was like, I'm done. They even screwed up the free stuff like once. And so I was just like, I'm done. I never again. And I just, every once in a while I'd get something from Megalopolis and it'd be like, hey, here's a sale, or this is going on or whatever. And I'd be like, yeah, nope.
This is such a shame. Now, the only comparison that I can provide is when I started my magazine, and actually that's kind of what I'm bleeding through to promote coming up. When I started my magazine back in 1995, I didn't have any common sense about business, though I did the first issue created it on May 25th, and then on May 27th, I was being interviewed. This is in Hawaii. I was being interviewed by this San Francisco company that interviews people about their zines. So I call it a magazine. It's essentially a zine. So anyway, they did a review of my magazine, and then frickin' 5 months later, I'm getting mail. And this is in Hawaii. No plans, no real. All I wanted to do was art, music, interviews. La-di-da-da-da-da-da. All of a sudden, I'm getting stuff from Germany, Africa, South Africa, maybe even one from Antarctica. I got all these letters, and I'm like, what? And I didn't know how to handle it. So that's the only comparison that I can say that maybe this. And I have no idea about the company that you're talking about. They seem like they should have had their shit together. Maybe they didn't, though, because I got really high on my own supply as we're doing the magazines and everything. I got like excited doing this and that, and I got distracted and I didn't follow through. I didn't send out subscriptions like I should have. So that's how I'm leading into my exit whenever we get to that point. But I did just tape up my knuckles because that your story pissed me off and I wanted to punch somebody. I'm not that kind of guy. But
I hear you, man. Well, I gotta ask you, Monkey Jeebus. You say Big Bad Toy Store is known for being like scalper like prices. So I gotta ask the question because I've never seen that. Like their prices are at least with the stuff that I've ordered are right on par with like everything else that they like all the other places, right? And I've had nothing but good experiences with them. The only thing, like I said, I was kind of just joking about, and I just kind of looked it up again, is apparently they just had a supply issue with that Scare Glow figure from the Masters of the Universe
supply
thing.
issue is kind of that might be the thing because it's a freaking pandemic.
Yeah, and I mean, but it totally got canceled, and so so now I'm gonna try to find it didn't just because stuff gets
yeah,
stuff gets delayed, and like most of the time I'm not upset because what I'll do is okay, so now I just went and visited Entertainment Earth and they still have it for pre-order. So I'm just gonna pre-order it from Entertainment Earth right there. But and you know what? Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna pre-order a couple other things too. But no.
My birthday is in May, just in case.
I've never had a problem with Big Bad Toy Store. That's why I'm just curious, maybe like what it is you're looking at because let's hold on a second here.
Well, Monkey Jeebus has kind of been pulling our crank the whole time, though.
Messed up because they get them at wholesale and then take the secondary collector marquee price. See, I've never had that, man. Not with the stuff that I buy. I mean, I buy GI Joe stuff, and I buy
Mary's taking off.
What's up, Mary? All right, Mary. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. We'll see you next time. But yeah, Monkey Jeebus, I've never had. So you're buying Sentinels. I know that the Sentinels were like there was an issue with Sentinels all around, if I remember right. Like, and that's not something that I buy because that's a Marvel thing, and I don't really have a lot of Marvel stuff. So, but I remember that there were issues with those in general, if I remember right. So. But no, I'm sorry, man, that you had a problem with him because I have not had I've just not had any issues with him.
I've actually sculpted moving on. I've sculpted some Sentinels and just recently this project that I'm working on. I've kind of been connecting with a lot of different people. I think we're going to be able to do either stop motion or kind of like the like the comic books where they're motion graphic. I might be able to do motion where I've got pictures of my toys and then they slightly move or whatever. Okay. Anyway, I got voice actors and I got a composer. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah, this thing that I'm working on is really, really freaking bizarre, and it's a billion times larger than what I'm telling you. Though I'm only speaking of it on in context to what we're talking about. It's so neat because I've reached out. Okay, I think I probably should be wrapping up my segment here. I'll just tell you in closing, I've been connecting with people throughout my life. Something clicked in my head that I was trying to figure out, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What creative project? Because I do all kinds of paintings, I do sculptures, and I help. I do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Something clicked in my head. And I realized I used to publish Nymphs and Satyrs magazine, and that literally had to do with everything that I ever loved: movies, music, bands, music. Interviews, poetry, art, eroticism, short stories, everything. Well, whatever clicked in my head a few weeks ago. Now I've got I'd say about 35 individuals from since I can tell you since 1994. I've got individuals as far back as 1994 when I started working at the radio station in Hawaii, and also that same year, other individuals when I started doing my magazine. And then for a little bit, dude, I was a professional dancer traveling the world, and so, or I mean, the country. So
Really?
I've got all of these, and I've been calling them. I'm calling nearly every. I'm thinking back to key points, and I'm calling people, and they are all kind of in. Yeah, I want in, and that's where I'm at. I've got this project, and I swear, I'll say, I usually say GAWD. I'm going to say, I swear to God, I believe that this is the greatest thing that I could ever create in my lifetime. I honestly feel that I am in the right spot at the right time.
That's awesome, dude.
So, you can tell by the tone of my voice. My voice has shifted, and I'm feeling very confident as I say this. And you are a part of this picture. And there's so many levels to this. This does have to do with YouTube. It does have to do with this and that. And I was actually I was going to volunteer, because I've been practicing painting, like on Facebook and stuff. I would happily do some like painting, like behind the scenes. If you wanted to have an extra camera for me or something. We kind of tested it the other night. We didn't have the cameras right. Essentially, I'm doing a lot of acrylic painting, and I'm getting into rhythm. I'm a very I'm very flamboyant. Now, my painting is only one fraction of the project that I'm talking about, because it mostly has to do with other people. I can tell you though, God bless Bob Ross. I can tell you that.
Man, I just watched the documentary on Netflix about him, about how they screwed it. They've screwed him over, and they took his his likeness and everything. Like, I didn't know anything about it. Like, I love Bob Ross. I went as Bob Ross for Halloween a couple years ago, because I can wrap my hair out like that. And like, I've actually thought about getting like the Bob Ross action figure and all that stuff. Like, little did I know that the people putting all this Bob Ross stuff out all of a sudden, like, basically are just horrible people, and like totally screwed him and his family over. Like,
hey, your chat is still taking up the full screen, by the way.
Yeah, I just wanted to say Kiki Sphincter had his 10-month membership.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wasn't able to see that there, so I wanted to put that up there. It says Enosh, try Toys Wonderland payment plans also. That's good to know. Toys Wonderland. Okay. Good to know.
And it's so funny that the way he worded, or I mean, the way that I perceive that is, I design, or I'm working on toys and stuff. Not those kind of toys, and actually not the other kind of. Anyway, the way he worded that, Kinky Sphincterland.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. What I was going to say though is, there's another documentary that's on PBS, and it is it's Finding Bob Ross or something. And it was filmed 2 years before the Netflix documentary came out, and it's all about creating this, taking all of the materials from all of Bob Ross's major studio and everything, putting them into back into the house where the actual studio was. It was a nonprofit that gathered everything, and there's one moment right at the halfway point. Now, first of all, you do see what's her name, the bitch from the documentary, you know, the one who
Yeah.
you know,
Keep I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm sorry, and I apologize for cussing.
No, you're good. You're good. No, she was, man. She was on there.
Okay, so since I'm going to talk to you guys, hey, aloha everyone. This is the Richard. You can see some of my artwork up here on the wall. I have a series. I've not gone back to it yet, but I've got a series called Pop Monstars, where the Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein, Wolfman, especially Creature from the Black Lagoon, all of them, they all have side jobs. That's essentially what it is. So in this case, she's singing a song, and you can't see it, but there are lyrics, and it's from the Tattoo, the Russian female band Tattoo. All the things she said, and those lyrics are written all over somewhere. They're written somewhere in the picture. And you know, she's not holding a microphone. She's holding a green hand that's holding a microphone. So, yeah, my artwork is multi-level. And then if you look in the far back over here, well, actually in the middle, obviously, smoking. You got Jim Carrey's The Mask. And then in the far back is a critter. When I first started doing my paintings in 2016, I think this is number 7. I think the critter was like number 7, number 8. Though I was finding paper, and I found that paper in particular on the side of the road. It was some sort of construction material, and it was razor sharp, by the way. Though I was able to do several paintings, and this was the first picture that I did on that paper. And the funny thing is, the critter, the krite, the alien, is so small. It's the smallest creature that I'd ever painted. Though this picture right here, where is it? Okay, that picture right there, that's the largest painting that I had ever done at that time. And it's like an extreme close-up of the creature. Let me see if I can go into it. Yeah. So the krite is a small creature, but as you can tell, that painting is very freaking large. This one here is the mask. It's about a quarter of my average size. I think the bride there, she's about an average size, I think. Yeah. No, I've got, I don't know, 500, 600. I don't know. I've got 500-600 paintings that I've done. And I work very, very, very fast. I work very fast. So, hey.
Sorry about that. I just had to step away for just a second. So,
no. That was
cool,
good.
man.
It actually, it got me. You got me going. Got me. My mouth wet. I was able to kind of explain a few things. I was trying to. That's the first time I've had an opportunity to actually talk about some of this stuff.
Yeah, man, that's cool. But yeah, no, dude, that whole Bob Ross thing, man. I tell you what, I was shocked when I saw that documentary, and I was just like, wow. Like I loved Bob Ross, man. Grew up with Bob Ross, and
it doesn't break. I mean,
it broke my heart,
cuts
man.
out part of your heart. Yeah.
It really did, man, because Bob Ross was such a chill dude. And they literally, for those of you who don't know, they literally took his likeness and
he signed a paper saying that he didn't want that to happen, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, it's so insane and just wrong, just absolutely wrong that they would do that to him, But
I just saw. When did you watch it? Because I saw it. I think 2 weeks ago, 2.5. Maybe,
I think it was about a month ago. It's about a month ago that I watched it, and it just, yeah.
I'm thinking of contacting the Sun because, especially everything that we're seeing, anything that says Bob Ross Incorporated, them. All right.
Yeah. I was gonna buy a Bob Ross action figure, right? I bought the little costume thing that they had, they got like a little palette and stuff like that. I bought that and just now it's just like screw that, man.
I might still get it because of since I do the project that I'm working on is gonna have stop motion and stuff. I know that it's going to give them $30 now, though. I think that I could generate more for the family in the long run. So I might go ahead and buy all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I am dead serious about contacting the Sun and everyone. Just trust me on this. Everything that I'm doing right now, essentially, I was nicknamed Goth Bob Ross, as in because I've done about 12 paintings so far on live, and I'm doing them all live so that I can figure out the mistakes and the timing and obviously how to control my voice and this and that. And I was nicknamed early on Goth Bob Ross. And that was beyond the greatest compliment because he is obviously, even though I do oftentimes like creepy things or fantastical things, Bob Ross is my greatest inspiration. Bob Ross, Mr. Rogers, and Sesame Street are my biggest inspirations, and then everything else kind of built on there. The Muppets and everything those are all tied together. I want to find a way that I can help the family. I'm not going to deny, I do agree that the way that I'm painting in my educational, because I'm trying to figure out a way to show or instill confidence in people. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say happy little clouds. I'll say let's put okay, check out this skull. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. All right, man. You just made a really nice looking skull. That's it's the same vibe. That's all I'm saying. The same vibe.
Okay. Cool, man. Yeah, Monkey Jeebus says he has the figure. Yeah, no, I mean, don't feel bad, you guys, if you got it. I mean, no, I mean, look, it's okay. I mean, the Bob Ross stuff, I mean,
most people don't know. Yeah.
Look, it keeps his legacy alive. Okay. More than anything, it keeps his legacy alive. It's just very unfortunate that some people really his family's not seeing any of that. People, because, I think people would assume like that, it's his family and stuff that, are, overseeing his thing. And like, literally, it's just these people that like were, they were people that he was friends with for a while. Then they had like a kind of a rival show that like they had their own painting show, and how you get the rights to someone's likeness like that. Wow. It just
I
blows
watched
me
the
away, man.
documentary, I think 3 times. In that same weekend, I would wish, I would pray that, I'm not actually, I'm not hardcore. I don't know. I use a lot of certain words, or I don't use certain words a lot of times. I would really pray that individuals, just people. I gotta talk human for a second. Guys, watch the Netflix documentary, about his, what is it called? It's happy. Let's see, happy clouds, happy
Happy Little
mistakes.
Trees. I think it's Happy Little Trees, maybe. I can't
And
remember. I
then
can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called
yeah,
right now.
and then it's got the something mistakes, clouds. It's dang it, that thing.
Yeah.
He was
I think
military.
if you pop in Bob Ross,
Yeah.
It'll show up for you. It'll show up for you.
Yeah,
But hey,
on
Richard,
Netflix, definitely. But yeah. Let's
yeah, man, I got
wrap.
one more person who popped in. He was in earlier, and so I'm gonna get to him, and then I'm gonna call it a night because it's almost 5 a.m. and people will be teasing me already because I went 2 hours and 50 minutes, but I want to get to Hassan.
I appreciate and I thank you so much. I know I kept on ragging on, going on and on.
No, dude. You were the last one. You were the last one. So like I was just like, hey, I'm just gonna talk to my buddy the Richard there, and then Hassan just popped in a couple minutes back, and so
Hassan. All right. Well, tell him I said hi. I am gonna pop out though.
All right, bro.
I am gonna pop out. The Richard 13 on Instagram, on Facebook and Twitter, and then the Richard 1313 on Instagram. And actually, I'll pitch this to you later, Enosh. I might try to do some live videos on your channel, and I'm doing live videos on other channels, and you'll see me around the PGS in some capacity.
Cool, man. Sounds good, bro. Sounds good.
All right. Aloha.
All right, man.
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful night, man. All right, buddy.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
Cool. Yep. Always love having the Richard on, and love seeing him. And good guy, and he helps me a lot of times with the chat and everything. So I appreciate him. So, yeah, I'm getting a little. We've been for 3 hours, but hey, I saw Hassan pop in, and so I'm gonna get Hassan in. So Hassan will be our last guest of the night. Just kind of doing a mini call-in show tonight, but it's good. I had some other people who were in the chat, in the backstage, and then they ended up leaving. So that's that. But we're gonna get Hassan in here. What's going on, Hassan?
Hey, Nosh, what's up? How's the night treating you? I'm there. Can you hear me?
Can't hear you. Oh, there you are.
Yeah. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, it has. So what's new with you?
Oh, man, just, another day, just trying to make ends meet. I recently lost my job, and so I'm trying to find a new job, and that's weird for me because I'm 45 years old and I've been fully employed since I was 17. So it's kind of weird trying to find a job after this long, but because I've always just even when I've changed jobs, I just went from one job right to the next job. So this has been a little bit of a different experience for me trying to find a job. But yeah, man, that and just life, man. How about yourself?
Yeah. Life has been very weird this year. Actually, it's been rough. Let's just put it that way. But luckily for me, we've been able to get some things along the way. So I could say it's fine, I guess.
Good. What's on your mind tonight?
Yeah, I was just yesterday or the day before yesterday, I finally caught up on Doom Patrol. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen the new season. No.
Oh yeah, it's some weird, wacky stuff.
Well, yeah. So far, the first 2 seasons of Doom Patrol have been weird, wacky stuff. I actually like the second season better than I liked the first season. So,
okay, who's your favorite character?
My favorite character on Doom Patrol, I would have to say, I like what's his name? Brendan
Negative Man?
Fraser's
Robot Man.
Yeah, Robot Man. I like Robot Man, and I also like uh the one
Like
dude.
the cyborg dude or the Negative
No,
Man?
no. In fact, that's the one thing about Doom Patrol, and it actually really. I know people will think that it has to do with Ray Fisher or whatever. I just don't think.
No.
I don't
No,
think
no.
that version of Cyborg is accurate. I just don't like that version of Cyborg. I just feel like they downplay him, and he doesn't have.
He's the vanilla version.
Yeah, it's very vanilla for me. So but no, the test pilot guy,
And Larry Trainer.
yeah. So I like those two characters. I think the most.
Yeah, it's been one of the. I like the dynamic between him and his son and how that thing play out. Hopefully next season we'll see how that thing plays out. It's one of those cool shows that you sit down and watch, wondering, wow, it's so empathetic in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So at this point, you sit down and you realize, interestingly enough. But the thing about it for me, oddly enough, is that for a superhero show, it doesn't seem to have these superhero elements.
Yeah.
It's just this kind of character study kind of show, which it's okay, I guess. It's not something huge, but it's something different. I'm always been a fan of something different because one of the controversial takes I always have is that I don't think comic accuracy matters as long as the person who's telling the story tells it well. It's okay. The only time comic accuracy matters is when you're telling the actual comic itself. If you're telling the death of Superman, you tell it. Every single frame matters at certain points. But as long as it's your take and it's your story, that's kind of how it goes. I feel like these days people are so concerned with the tropes of certain superheroes that the stories get overlooked and what they have to say.
Yeah, no, I get that. I guess I see it both ways. I feel like there are some stories that that need to be told in a certain way. You know what I mean? Like I do allow for people for them to do things a little differently, because obviously, I mean, like, what would be the point then, right? Like, we've already read it. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to just necessarily see it just done the exact same way again. But then sometimes I think that it's important that that they keep a sense of consistency. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest with you. So there's a couple of things like that that I feel are like that. Like, say, the death and return of Superman, right?
Yeah.
Like when they did Superman Doomsday back in the day, when that was DC's first animated one.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was completely different. That just wasn't like it felt like a shell of the actual story that was told. I mean, and most of it wasn't even accurate at all. And so that was kind of troubling to me anyways, because it wasn't as entertaining for me, because I didn't feel satisfied with it. It just felt like there was a lot left on the table. And I think that's important, is like to actually share, if you don't like something, to actually share why, and like have like a constructive reason why, instead of just, well, that sucked, right? Because I'll be honest with you, I just watched, have you seen the new animated movie for Injustice?
No, I haven't, actually.
Okay,
I haven't seen it.
So I saw Injustice, and I had seen all these people talk about it sucks, and that's just all I saw was, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks. And everybody's big complaint was that it doesn't follow the comic storyline, right? And I can understand that, but the problem is, man, is that the comic storyline is really long.
Yes, it is.
Like, it's a really long story. So if you're gonna tell that story in an hour and 10 minutes, it's not going to work, man. It's like that's a lot of story to tell. I mean, you got to set up Superman in that world. You got to set up the entire Justice League. You got to set up what happens to Superman in that story to push him over the edge and everything. And that's a lot of story to tell.
Yes.
So
it's mostly a series. It should have been a series, right?
Yeah, and it probably should have been. It probably should have been like a multiple, parter, right? But I guess for me, what I saw in it was everybody was saying it sucks, it sucks, it sucks just because it didn't follow the storyline. But then what I saw was the story that they told, although being a little different, was still a good story.
Okay.
And I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it for what it was, right? Was it exactly like it? No.
Yeah. No.
But I still enjoyed it, So I think it just depends on sometimes the actual like how it's done,
I get that. And sometimes I just wish that, why use the comic story if you're just gonna do your own thing? You could just take elements from it and use. You get, like, at some point, if, like, for example, for Civil War, if you know how dense that thing is and the movie, they're two different things.
Yeah.
So if you are gonna take some elements from Civil War, why not just name it a different thing, since you are adapting it differently completely from the source material?
Yes.
Yeah. That way people can go into it knowing that, all right, this is not Civil War, so I don't have the expectations I see in Civil War. If you apply that to the Injustice and they've done that, at the very least, people can argue that they didn't promise me an injustice story. So I'm confident. I'm confident with what we got. I'm content with what I got.
Sure.
That kind of thing. Yeah. So to some degree, that I think that's just it. The emphasis on all these, the idea that if you don't adapt this, you're betraying the integrity of the character. Somehow just feels a little bit redundant to me. Because if you look at Marvel stuff, they're not really doing it based on the comics themselves. Yeah. So it's like, but yet they still tell decent stories at the very least for people to enjoy. So I just think the reason why even the DC Extended Universe movies, particularly Zack's movies, the reason why a lot of people do that is because they have something to compare it to. If these movies came out like 10 years ago, it would have been a completely different story, or at least 15 years ago. So it's one of those things where I just don't know if any director can live up to the idea of adapting a particular story. Take even Zack Snyder's Watchmen. The guy adapted every page of every thing, and it still wasn't enough.
Right. Yeah. No, you're right about that. Yeah.
So at this point, it's like even the only person that can adapt Watchmen is Michael Moore. Like, that's the only person that can adapt it, and even he himself, he might even get criticism for not adapting.
Oh, I'm sure people would. I'm sure. Dude, I agree with you, man. I'm sure people would complain about it still yet. You're absolutely right though with the Watchmen thing, because I still to this day, I mean, I'll watch that and I'm like, when I hear people complain about it, I'm just absolutely blown away because I don't even know what to think about that, man. Like how can you just not enjoy Watchmen? I mean, it's so good.
Yeah, I get that. And that's kind of the thing. It's like, which one is it? Do you want a decent story with some elements, or do you just want a proper adaptation and for something that may not actually be what you want,
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only thing really that he didn't put in there was the squid, and I mean, and to me, that's understandable because I actually liked, here's the funny thing, man. Because I don't know if you've ever heard me talk about this. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust this thing. But no, I had not read Watchmen when I went to go see Watchmen in the theater, right?
Okay.
All I knew about Watchmen was it was a DC property that I had never seen before. And I went with my cousin Sam, and because he was interested in it, and I was like, hey, you know what? Yeah, let's go check this movie out. I mean, I didn't know who Zack Snyder was, nothing like that. And went to go see it, and I fell in love with it. I mean, I loved the movie. And then later, like because of loving the movie like I did, I went out and and watched and bought the
comic,
the graphic novel, right? And it was like, hey, I'm gonna listen to this, or I'm gonna read this. And I actually like the movie better.
Wow. Cool.
The ending with the squid and everything. I liked how Zack wrapped it up. I felt like Zack's interpretation of wrapping that up was just better than the book. It made more sense. The squid was weird. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
get
Like,
that.
it was like out of nowhere with the squid, and I didn't understand that so much reading it, but yet with the way that he wrapped it up with all the characters and everything, it just seemed to make more sense to me. But that was,
Yeah.
but that's me, you know.
I know, I know. I can understand that. But I kind of get the idea that all this comic accuracy thing, as long as you give it, at, that's it. Like, that's all it needs to be for it to be a good movie. And my issue with that is, like, take the 2017 Justice League film. It's like, it's just tropes. Nothing more than just tropes and treats. There's no story behind it. You compare it to the Snyder Cut, which doesn't have that much tropes, but it has a story behind it. So at this point, you're left wondering which one would you rather take? It's like you'd rather take the one with the story at this point, because tropes is not what makes superhero movies good. It's story, and sometimes stories themselves, people are gonna adapt it in ways you don't agree with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so at this point, I say, you know what? Why don't you support the things you like and let people support the things they like at this point? You are bound to get something anyway that you like eventually. So, what's the point?
Yeah.
So,
No, I think you're right, man. I think you're very right. Yeah, man. I think it just depends upon the story being told and how people decide to go about. Like, I always try to give things the benefit of the doubt, you know. And if I have something, if I feel a certain way about it, I then try to figure out why it is that I feel that way about it, you know, instead of just saying, well, this just sucks just because it sucks. Because I
get that.
Because I don't think that a lot of things suck that a lot of people act like they suck. You know what I mean? It's just, I think people don't want to actually put the time into, you know, actually think about what they're complaining about, you know, or to critique it, you know, so to speak. Like, if you're going to critique something, have a reason why, you know, and I think that that's just fair. I mean, you know,
I get that. Sometimes I just feel like it's just the idea of people validating their feelings by stripping nuance out of everything, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if you approach something without nuance to justify your feeling, then you're just justifying your feeling. You're not making any reasonable points at this point. So,
yeah.
You know? So, I'm sorry I caught you late. I can see from
That's all
how
right, man.
droopy your eyes are, you want to go take a nap.
Oh yeah, no, it's just 5 a.m. now. Like you know, and so I haven't got a lot of rest, but I wanted to do a little bit of a call-in show tonight because I just haven't done a call-in show in a while.
You know, oh yeah.
So,
are you gonna do more of those? I'd love to come back.
Yeah, man, absolutely, dude. Next time I'm doing a call-in show, man, get in. You know, like if I see you in like right away, I'll get you in right away. You know,
all right, man.
So we can have a little bit more time to chat. But I saw you pop back in, and so I knew that you had been in back there earlier, and so so I just wanted to make sure to get you in, man, because I do appreciate you taking the time to call in and talk with us. But no, I think you brought up a really great topic for discussion for sure.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. You know,
absolutely.
Right now I'm at work actually, so I'm doing something I'm not supposed to do.
Oh. Well, hopefully, just tell them, hey, I was talking to Enosh, and they should be good.
They will. I will. I'll let them know.
All right. Tell them they should be watching too. So, there you go.
Right.
All right, man. Thank you, Hassan. All right, man. We'll see you later, buddy. All right. Well, there you go, guys. That's Hassan. It's been a while since I've talked to him, so I was glad that he called in tonight. Well, hey guys, so that's the evening for tonight. I spent 7 hours today with you guys. 4 hours in the live stream earlier and 3 tonight. So I went over by an hour. So you guys can all tease me because I went over by an hour. But you know, you knew that I wasn't just going to do 2 hours. Come on, I'm just getting started at hour 2. But no, I appreciate you guys for sure. You guys are awesome. I'm thankful for all of you. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Eternals. I really liked it. I gave it a solid 8 out of 10. So you know I like it. You know it's good. So there you go. And so I encourage you to go watch it for yourself. Look, if you're looking for just silly jokes and whatnot, probably not going to be the movie for you. But if you're looking for something that's actually serious and takes itself serious, and it's something that you really got to use your brain for and actually think about, then you know what? I would say go check out the movie for sure. All right. Well, guys, thanks for stopping by tonight. I always appreciate it when you do. I feel like Mr. Rogers sometimes when I get to this part because I'm like, hey, neighbor, it was good to have you here. And but it really is good to have you guys. And you are our nerd family, and we appreciate you guys so much. All right. Like I always say, don't tell anybody that their fandom doesn't matter, and don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. But seek to have good conversations. You know, respect people's opinions, and try to communicate what you have to say in a way that is respectful to them as well. Because respect breeds respect. And look, there's always going to be somebody who goes off and doesn't want to be respectful of you, or some people just take things way too seriously and they get insulting and all that stuff. Don't take it personally. All right. And just I've had to start doing this a little bit myself this last couple weeks, and that is like when you see people like coming after you online, stop, take a breath, and ask yourself, do I really need to voice my opinion on this one? In all of the times this has been argued, is there anything that's so special about this? And you probably find that you realize you're not going to change their mind, and they're not going to change your mind. So what do? You do your best. And sometimes doing your best means to just back off away from the conversation, let people think however they want to think, and just move on to another conversation with somebody that is going to have a productive conversation with you. All right. But that if you come to the lounge, that we always try to have productive conversations, and we always try to have a good time together, no matter what you like or don't like. All right. But good conversation tonight. Thank you to everyone who came on, popped in, and thank you to everyone who was in the chat. Thank you to everyone who gave super chats. Don't forget this week's giveaway. I forgot to do all this at the top of the show. This week's giveaway is Superman from Zack Snyder's Justice League. So all you got to do to qualify for that is to, of course, be either a patron, which starts at $1, or be a member, which starts at $2. But you guys get cool stuff. Like I released a behind the scenes video today for the members. And so you get some exclusives that way. Plus you get the cool emoticons, and you get like the super chat function there where when you're celebrating your anniversary with us. Some of you guys, man, are coming up on 1 year. That's crazy. Some of you guys have gone over 1 year. So yeah. So do that. Or if you donate anything, if you give a super chat, you're eligible for this as well. Or if you give any of our other means, we have the PayPal and the Cash App things, because some of you guys have asked for that because you wanted more of the money that you give to actually come to us and not have YouTube take out anything. So anything that you give, we see it and we put you in the running for that giveaway. All right. Well, guys, I hope that you all have a wonderful evening. I hope that you have a wonderful day, that you make the best of your days, and whatever you do, treat everybody with respect. And if you do that, there'll always be a place for you here in the Poindexter Lounge. Till next time, stay nerdy. Bye-bye.